Hey everybody, it's Stefan the Old World Gamer along with Scott Devin Kane, and welcome back to another episode of the Retro Indie Pixels podcast.
We are back once again to give you your gaming news and Scott's gaming guilty pleasures of games you shouldn't be playing, but probably is anyway.
And I've added a chat box this time. I'm pointing at it, but you can't see my point things. So you see it there on screen, watching people. But yeah, other than that, nothing else has changed. I haven't. Oh, that's a lie. I was just telling Scott what I was gaming this week. Ask the Annex.
Right.
So yeah, I beat that. Yeah.
Nice. Going to be getting a new game going up for
Final Fantasy VIII.
Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah,
nice.
That is our next game.
That I'm actually kind of excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, hey, Liz, and hey, Mr. Game Hunter.
I haven't really done much of anything. I've been grinding, I've been playing a lot of poker recently, and been grinding out Magic Arena, because, the new set comes out in a week, and they've already done the rotation on Arena, so I'm like, oh, hey, they're doing drafts. I'm going to do drafts. Oh, wait, Magic Arena is a fuckload of shit because it keeps fucking crashing. So it's like...
Hey, Zingers.
Yeah, but that's pretty much been everything. So, once again, the Retro Indie Pixels podcast is going to be unofficially brought to you guys by Jones Soda. So last week we talked about, the whole... The Black Cherry Extreme Sour Warheads. This is what this is. So
I had the blue bubble gum.
I'm going to give this extreme. This is supposed to be extremely sour. It's an extreme sour black cherry. Let's
I hate that he has that right now. I'm very jealous.
I wouldn't say it's extremely sour. You can definitely tell it is a little bit. It is a little bit.
Case of this. I would literally drink a case of this bubblegum soda. This is so...
Alright. And I got, for my backup, I have the berry lemonade soda that, as I mentioned last time, looks like antifreeze, but is absolutely delicious. I think this is probably my favorite, the berry lemonade.
I have a cream soda as well, but what does this one have on the front here, or on the label?
This looks like this is a kid having a seizure. I don't know what the hell's going on with this picture.
I don't think that's what it is.
I'm relatively sure it's not either, but it's like kid's like, oh, it's like, what the hell, man?
I will soon find something lost long ago. Yes, I'm keeping that cap so I can get Jones.
I forgot that they do that. But there's it's like Snapple. People find it difficult to resist heat.
Yeah, that's going to be gone in 2 seconds.
Yep, people find it difficult to resist your persuasive manner. So, Jones, you're going to find it very difficult for you to resist sponsoring us in the future. Because we love Jones' Soda, and that's all we want. We just want you to recognize us. Sponsor. And teach us how to drink properly and not suck it down our windpipe, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so without any further ado, we're going to go over to SDK's News for the Week, which is, as always, that is a little so, jeez. Brought to you, as always, by VG247 and Destructoid.com. Now, I think the biggest piece of news for the week so far has been the release trailer for Final Fantasy 16, which has been hit and miss when it comes to the popularity and hit and miss when it comes to what its availability is going to be. So apparently Square Enix has now officially said that Final Fantasy 16 is only coming to the PS5. We'll get to this. The mess of broken promises and unclear messages continues in the wake of PS5's big event. Sony opened the PS5 showcase with a reveal trailer for Final Fantasy XVI. It was the only game in the show whose footage was captured on a PC emulating the PS5's capabilities, whereas the rest were all captured on PS5. The trailer's final slide specifically stated that the game is a PlayStation console exclusive, but will also be available on PC. Then, Square Enix properly announced that Final Fantasy XVI through its official channels, with no mention of other platforms than PS5 to be found. When Gematsu followed up with the publisher, it remained on message, telling the site, "We have no further information on if Final Fantasy XVI will be released on platforms other than the PS5. So what's going on? Well, it looks like a classic case of miscommunication. The game was always going to be a PS5 exclusive, with more platforms to be revealed later down the line. The recent Final Fantasy VII Remake, for instance, indicates on its cover that it's a one-year PS4 exclusive. What likely happened was that that Sony jumped the gun, elected to confirm the existence of a PC version now. Square Enix would have eventually announced the game for PC, of course, but on its own terms. Industry analyst Piers Harding-Rolls said Final Fantasy XVI will arrive on PC 6 months after PS5 and on other consoles a year later. It's not actually that much different from any of the other console launch exclusive deals you see around. The only difference in this case is that Sony decided to be upfront with the initial stream. The 4K version of the trailer, later uploaded to the PlayStation YouTube channel embedded above, does not make any mention of PC. The same is also true for Square Enix's own upload, further adding that the game is not available on other platforms for a limited time after release on the PS5. More details on Final Fantasy XVI will be revealed in 2021. The game does not have a release date. Alright, I don't understand, man.
Whoa.
I get the fact that, I mean, for as long as it has been, Final Fantasy has been a Sony console thing since Final Fantasy VII. Okay, the story goes that, you know, Square Enix, I'm sorry, wanted to demo Final Fantasy VII on the N64 and on some of their new hardware, and Square said that the cartridge-based N64 wasn't going to be able to handle what Sony wanted to do, and gave Nintendo suggestions on what to do to make it work. Nintendo didn't listen. So they're like, all right, we're going to go to Sony then. You know, they're only going to be they're going to be the only ones who have the power to do what we have planned for our games, and the rest is basically history. You know,
it's true.
We have been on, or we have been. Final Fantasy has been on a Sony platform since then, not counting obviously the MMOs. So, I feel at this point that we're in a day and age of not needing to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And the only possible reason I could see for Sony wanting to do this is to sell PS5s. That's it.
Yep.
And there's no other reason to do this.
Mom, buy it for me.
And the thing is, it's like, but this happened with Final Fantasy VII Remake as well, where it's like, oh, it's going to be a one-year exclusive on the PS4 and blah blah blah. But this was like far into the development of the PS4. So was that just to sell more PS4s? Probably was.
Probably.
And I'm getting to the point where, like, I am obviously, like, I only own Final Fantasy shirts. I am a Square Enix fanboy. I mean, come on.
You need to get some Jones
and
shirts.
I'm starting to get to the point where I can't support these sort of decisions. You know, it's Final Fantasy. People want this stuff. And you're really going to alienate yourself from anybody who decides to not get a PS5 by just being like, oh, sorry, you're not going to get this for at minimum 6 months. And by then, you can't stay off the internet for 6 goddamn months. You're going to see stuff about it that you don't want to see. And it ruins it for the people who, like myself, who, like, literally, I talked about Final Fantasy 16 placeholder being on Twitter, last week or the week before, whichever week it was. I'm excited for Final Fantasy 16. I'm excited for another mainstream game. And I liked the trailers. I liked the way that it looks. I feel that, it's going to be a very story-driven game.
Which is fun.
I'm very wary about the combat system because it looks a little too close to Final Fantasy 15 for my comfort. Mm-hmm. And I really don't want them to go in the same direction as 15. But, one of, the Fighting the Marlboro trailer, he did seem to be, running and casting at the same time. So it's maybe there's it's going to be like Final Fantasy 15, but the combat is going to be fixed in all the ways that it needed to be fixed.
I don't know.
Well, go ahead, sorry.
I mean, I can agree with all that and stuff, but to me, it looks more along the lines of another Welcome to Final Fantasy, the movie, the video game. Or the video game, the movie. Again, I don't know. I understand. Yes, they make great. They make great CGI. So I understand flexing your muscle, but come on, you guys are based off of good storytelling and people wanting to play your games over and over and over again. Look at Final Fantasy 4, free enterprise and stuff. People go nuts over that shit. Final Fantasy 6 still is played, and the randomizer is well loved. Everyone liked the Final Fantasy 7 remake. Sorry to cut you after a bit, but
See, here's the thing about Final Fantasy. Even from the days of Final Fantasy 7, this has not been different in any fashion of the game series since 7 came out. They have been very. Their commercialization of their games usually is most of their FMV stuff. They show you very little combat, and they show you a lot of the movie parts of the game. And this 15 trailer was quite different. 15. This 14, the one after that, 16 trailer. It's they actually show you some of the combat, which is definitely different from the advertising that they've done over the last 15 years. It's been all FMVs, and then you don't get to see the combat because we don't want to show you the combat because that might turn you off, So, I hope this isn't this isn't going to be the start of a whole bunch of people doing this, where it's going to be all these companies are going to be oh, now God of War is going to be a PS5 exclusive and never come out on another console, and this game is going to be a Xbox exclusive and never come out on another console. It's just try not to get into the habit of this. While I get it for certain franchises, I don't think it needs to be a thing for everyone to take note and be hey, we do this, we're going to sell PS5. Now they're going to, buy the other games and blah, blah, blah. It's But anyway, so once I get more information on this, I'll let you guys know. But as far as where to understand, man, this is giving me burps so bad. I'm sorry. Once I get information, I'll let you guys know more on what's going on in the world of Final Fantasy 16. So, anyway, moving on. So, it has finally come to pass. What I have been predicting for the last couple months is coming true. Manufacturing of the Nintendo 3DS family of systems has ended. Nintendo has ended 3DS production according to a notice posted to Nintendo's regional sites. Nintendo has ceased to manufacture 3DS handhelds, according to it. It's her again, isn't it? Yes, it is. God damn it. It's again. The notice states, manufacturing of the Nintendo 3DS family of systems has ended. Last year, Nintendo said it would continue to support the handheld as long as there was a market for it. 3DS launched worldwide March 2011 and has since sold 75.87 million units, along with 384.07 million software units. So, this is like what I've been saying has been coming for ages now. That, like, Nintendo has obviously stopped giving a rat's ass about the 3DS. It's like, I don't even, like, any of, like, the new, like, big title name games or anything along those lines. When was the last time you heard something about a game being released on the 3DS?
I don't watch many ads.
I can't remember anything in recent memory where it's been like, oh, yeah, this is coming out for the 3DS and blah, blah, blah. It's like, the only ones that I can seem to remember was when they did the new Metroid. The Metroid Samus Returns. Which was, like, basically in response to AM2R. And they're like, yeah, well, we can't have you do that because we've been planning on this Metroid game forever now, blah, blah, blah. Sure, whatever. But I can't tell you if they even are still making games for the 3DS. Because even for me, it's kind of just been outside of my line of giving a crap. It's not been interesting for a while. You know, Smash 4 came out for it, and everybody had it, and everybody was playing it, everybody was using it. And then the next Smash came out, and they're like, yeah, 3DS.
See, everyone likes stuff like Animal Crossing on the 3DS.
Sure. But, like, I feel like a lot of, like, the cool games that are coming out of it, or that came out on it, ended up on the Nintendo eShop anyway. For you to be able to, like, oh, hey, you can get this for Switch, and now you don't have to worry about your 3DS, blah, blah, blah. It's like, the novelty of it has definitely outlived its...
Jesus.
Thank you, M4. It's definitely outlasted, you know, any sort of life that it would have now. So, goodbye, sweet prince. We barely knew you. 10 years, and now nobody really cares about it. And M4 is doing terrible things to his 3DS.
Oh, God.
So,
well, no, Jeremy is. I mean, he said he already did, apparently. McKay's like, oh, what the fuck?
Anyway, so moving on. Epic Game Store free stuff. We actually have articles about it this time around. Free stuff on Epic Game Store this time around. Watch Dogs 2, Football Manager 2, and Stick It to the Man are free this week on Epic. All three games are available to download on EGS until September 24th. Surely you're familiar with both Watch Dogs 2 and Football Manager 2020, but you may not be familiar with the rather fun Stick It to the Man. In the game, you play as a hard hat tester named Ray, who wakes up after an accident with a pink spaghetti arm sticking out of his brain. Yeah, I read that right. Here, you will use this new power to read minds and change the world with stickers. Thing is, he's also on the run because he was framed by the Man for a crime he didn't commit. Next week, even though it says net week, you will be able to nab Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition for free. So, this is actually like a pretty decent list of stuff. I mean, Watch Dogs 2, obviously, you know, fairly popular. I mean, Football Manager 2020 is obviously going to be a niche thing. If you're into football, hashtag American word soccer, maybe this would be something you'd be interested in, you know. Soccer's never really been one of like my more interested sports to watch or anything like that.
I seriously need someone to like remind me to go on the Epic Game Store every fucking week and get this shit.
I know, right? And then Stick It to the Man sounds like it's pretty interesting. You know, with pink spaghetti arm sticking out of his brain.
Spaghetti.
I'm pretty sure that's the first time I ever uttered those words in succession in my life. So, you know. But yeah, you have up until September 24th to be able to pick up those games for free. So go ahead and go check that out. Okay. So moving on. So for those of you who are looking for the Demon's Souls remake, sad news for you guys, it's not coming to PC. Demon's Souls is going to be a PS5 exclusive. For a few minutes following the reveal of the latest Demon's Souls trailer as part of the PS5 showcase, Souls fans everywhere were ecstatic to learn that not only is the remake a launch title, but that it's also seemingly coming to PC. Unfortunately, only one of those is true. The original trailer that went up on the official PlayStation YouTube channel included a message at the very end that read, "Not available on other consoles for a limited time, also available on PC." It didn't seem to make much sense. Sony owns the Demon's Souls IP, so what other console would it be referring to here? Confirmation of the PC version, however, seemed more clear. Nevertheless, both of the two statements are not actually correct. Demon's Souls is exclusive to the PS5. Sony told Kotaku that the message in the end was simply a result of a human error. The trailer has since been re-uploaded without that end slide. It was too good to be true anyway. The Demon's Souls remake will be available to PS5 at launch beginning November 12th. So, yeah, apparently this is going to be something that Sony is going to continue to do. Because this is something we talked about on the Discord server about Final Fantasy 16. Because I was under the assumption, oh, hey, you know, it's going to be a PS5 exclusive. And then I was shown, oh, by the way, no, it's not. And in that very last slide, it says, also coming to PC. Well, that apparently is also a lie, too. So maybe we need to send Sony over to Mori and find out how many of the things that they've said, period. Oh, Final Fantasy 16 is coming to PS5 and PC. Well, the lie detector test said that was a lie. You know, but how... Okay, so here's the thing. You have people in this department of your business, and a lot of these, like, you know, these big name businesses will have these, you know, these departments.
Yeah.
And that's called the quality assessment or something along those lines. You know, so something like that, the QA, whatever it's called. So maybe here's an idea. Maybe have your QA look over the videos that you're going to be putting out to the public and make sure that they don't have these little things at the end of it, because now they did it with Final Fantasy 16, and now it's been done with Demon's Souls. So how do you have not only one PS5 exclusive that accidentally said it's coming out on PC, but now you have two PS5 exclusives that accidentally said it was coming out on PC? Sorry, folks, we didn't mean that mistake. Fucking twice. How about that, guys, right? How do you make this mistake more than once?
Can't tell you.
I can't tell you either. Because it's like...
I'm not telling you.
I wouldn't tell me either. I mean... But, like... This is... I feel like there's just something missing between, like, the people who make these trailers and, like, any sort of quality assurance to make sure that everything in these videos are the way that it's supposed to be. So not one person who went through all that stuff, who saw that little tag at the end that said, also available for PC. No one really thought, hey guys, is this actually available for PC? Are we actually doing this? Does anybody know if we're actually going to be doing this on PS5? Does you guys have any clue? No? Nobody has any idea? Alright, well, just ship it. Whatever, it's fine. It's like... What?
I mean, like, when we were looking at the trailer for Final Fantasy 16 earlier, didn't it actually say in very small letters that it is coming to the PC? Like...
Yes, it did. And that's what I'm on about. How do you do this with two major franchises? I mean, the Final Fantasy, the fandom for Final Fantasy is huge. Of course it's huge, And it's not like the Souls franchise doesn't have a huge fan base, because that does. So how do you screw that up twice? Like, come on, man. There's no way that shit's done on accident. You can't make that sort of same mistake twice, especially for PC players who are desperately like, hey, I really want this on PC because I don't want to have to buy a PS5 to play this stuff. Well, guess what, Buttercup? Too fucking bad. You gotta go get yourself a PS5. It's like, man, it's just, it's tilting. Especially for somebody like me, I didn't have any intention on getting a PS5, and I'm still on the fence whether I want to or not. But I feel like I'm being forced to if I want to play any of like the mainstream games. They're like, oh my god, what? I looked over and what the hell am I seeing? I went, Jesus Christ. But anyway.
No, I mean, like, the whole thing would slip it in, like, well, yeah, I can see what you mean. But I mean, like, when in doubt, slip in, like, oh, by the way, it's also going to be in PC. Just so, like, people aren't too pissed off.
Yeah, right. There's not going to be anybody who, like, isn't planning on buying a PS5 because they can't afford it, but have a PC.
It better
really
warm
want to
pizza.
play this game.
Like, we better be able to have a way to actually put a slice of pizza there and warm it up. I want that. I hope it, like, all the hot air shoots out from that V part. I'm serious. You think I'm lying? I'm gonna do it. I don't give a fuck. If I get a PS5, I will try and warm pizza with it. Just calling down.
Anyway, so moving on. So,
pizza.
I have been looking for an excuse, and I'm dead serious on this. I've been thinking about playing Left 4 Dead 2 again. I don't know what it is, but I've been kind of dying to be like, hey, anybody want to play Left 4 Dead 2? Because I'm kind of in the mood to play this game again. Well, now we have an excuse. Because Left 4 Dead 2, The Last Stand community update, is coming out next week. So details for a new trailer for the Left 4 Dead 2 community update, The Last Stand, has been revealed. Left 4 Dead 2 will be receiving the Last Stand update, which was developed by 30 different community members working together with Valve. A new trailer was released for the update today, which was yesterday, along with the news of 30 new achievements, unused voice lines, 2 new mutations, and a bunch of bug and exploit fixes. The update took 11 months to create and will be made available to PC players value cost-free. The Last Stand will be made available through Steam on September 24th, which is next Thursday. I don't know how much the game is, to be completely honest with you. I actually didn't open Steam for once, but I don't imagine it's too much at this point, because Left 4 Dead 2 has been out for 6 or 7 years now.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I'm pretty sure at one point they either gave it away or it was $2 or something. Or
it's something along those lines. But it can't be that too much right now. Once my Steam opens, I'll let you know. But yeah, I've actually been dying to play some Left 4 Dead 2 again, and this is the perfect opportunity to be like, oh hey, you guys wanna play some Left 4 Dead 2? because, let's take a look. Left 4 Dead 2. It's $9.99 right now. So, if you're looking to check out all that stuff and all the new updates and everything, I mean, if you've not played Left 4 Dead 2, it's pretty good, in my opinion. It's pretty good. I'm usually not one for like the zombie horror games and stuff like that, but Left 4 Dead is like that tiny exception because I love this fucking game, and it did like some of the characters. I don't think some of the characters, but Bill from Left 4 Dead 2, or not from Left 4 Dead 2, Left 4 Dead 1 made his way into 11 years ago. 2009. The game's 11 years old. Holy shit! But goddamn, it's still fun. It's still fun. And if you guys are interested in playing this, you guys just let me know, and I'll fire this motherfucker up real damn quick. And knowing that there's going to be now like a community update with like a whole new scenario, like, hell yes, abso-freaking-lutely. I'm down for this all day. So, you guys let me know. You want to play this whole new stuff? I'm about it. If you haven't played the game before, hit me up. We'll play. I'm okay with it.
You'll be smelly, Scott.
What's that?
You'll be smelly, Scott.
Yes.
From Zombie Guys.
I'm starting to branch out a little bit, alright, man? I'm playing all these zombie horror games, Anyway.
I didn't like horror. Scott!
Anyway, so moving along. So, Switch Online. Adding some more games for you guys to play. Switch Online users can grab these 3 classic NES games and 1 NES game starting next week. Starting September 23rd, the classic Super Nintendo games Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest arrives on Switch. Join Dixie Kong and Diddy on their adventures as they try to rescue Donkey Kong, who has been abducted by King K. Rool. You can play the game solo or with a friend. In addition, the puzzle games Mario Super Picross and the beat-em-up The Peacekeepers are also joining the roster alongside sci-fi shoot-em-up Scat, Special Cybernetic Attack Team. Here's more on each. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, Captain K. Rool and his Kremlings. That's Captain K. Rool? What is King K. Rool, but whatever. And his Kremlins have kidnapped Donkey Kong. Enter Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong, who are ready to brave the seas to save our hairy hero. Diddy Kong's cartwheel can sprint him across the distance, while Dixie Kong's helicopter spin will let her float from high places. Play solo or with a friend in 8 exciting worlds. Mario Super Picross used numbers and clues to chisel away squares to bring a hidden image to the surface, with Mario cheering you on as you progress through the game's puzzles. You can get a friend in on the excavation too. 2 chisels are better than 1. This puzzle game launched on the Super Famicom in 1995 and has never been released in the US until now. The Peacekeepers. The DN Corps is responsible for a new string of troubling incidents. It's up to Flynn and his crew to rise up and stop them. Progress through each stage by executing on the deep action gameplay and unleashing each character's unique super attacks. The story changes based on the route you take. And then SCAT's Special Cybernetic Attack Team. In the year 2029, Supreme Commander Vile Malmort and his army land on Earth, aiming for world domination. Your main objective is to send these alien invaders packing, blast and fly through relentless enemies and bosses while collecting new weapons, speed boosts, and life recoveries. Get ready, soldier. You're Earth's only hope.
Scat! Turn him into Scat!
I mean, of all the things to name your game, you're really gonna name it Scat? Like, goddamn, Nintendo. Were you like...
You think the Japanese were aware at the time? They were like, oh, it sounds very good. And that was it.
Yeah, I mean... It's a Donkey Kong Country, again, it's one of those NES classics, and for what I played 1 and 2. I didn't get to play 3 all that much. Donkey Kong Country 2 was super good.
Yeah, 3 was good. It just
Right. But, again, you know, Super Mario's Picross has never been released in the US before, so that's something exciting. I know my wife very much enjoys Picross games, so that might be something that she might be interested in playing, you know, who knows. Peacekeepers, I've never played that, so that'll be something, you know, interesting to pick up. I think I've played SCAT before, the Special Cybernetic Attack Team. I feel maybe that I tried to play that on my channel, like my YouTube channel at one point in the past. I don't remember.
Maybe.
But I seem to remember playing that. I'm not sure. But all of these games are going to be available if you have Switch Online September 23rd. So that will be next Wednesday, I believe. Yes, that's next Wednesday. So next Wednesday you're going to be getting all these games for free. So give them a try. Yeah, of course I played SCAT, man. Hey, you know me. You know how I am. Anyway, so for those of you who are looking forward to Rocket League going free to play, it is going to be going free to play next Wednesday, September 23rd. On September 23rd, Rocket League will go free to play, and to celebrate, the developers are also throwing an in-game event, Llama Rama, soon after launch, with more details coming next week. In preparation for the release event, an update will be live on all platforms tomorrow, which is yesterday, to lay the groundwork for the free-to-play change. Details on what is included to the update are below. Okay, so I'll read off the updates. Cross-platform progression, you'll be able to link your platforms to your Epic Games account starting tomorrow, which is yesterday, for existing players. For all the details on cross-platform progression, check out last month's blog. Legacy status and items. For those who already own Rocket League and are eligible for the Legacy status, the items that were revealed in July, the Golden Cosmos Boost, Established 20 XDX, Player Banana Rocket League branded DLC, etc., will hit your inventories with tomorrow's update. Support Creator. In addition to joining the Epic Game Store, Rocket League will also be joining Epic's Supporter Creator program. You can choose to support Creator in your own choice of your choice in-game by entering the Creator's code in the item shop beginning tomorrow, which is yesterday, with the game's update. For Rocket League, accepted creators will earn 5% of credits spent while using their creator code. Codes for creators currently in the program will work in Rocket League starting yesterday. There are many of your favorite Rocket League creators already part of the system, and more will be added in the near future. If you're interested in becoming a creator, go to the Epic Support a Creator page for more information. So general updates are going to be new quick chats, Heat Seeker and private matches, larger item pool for trade-ups, solo standard removed, new bot difficulty, new Merc hitbox, Rocket League X Monster Cat remixes, an updated menu, and changes to achievements. On the same day, the game will be removed from sale on Steam and head over to the Epic Games Store, as the studio was acquired by Epic Games back in May of last year. Those who add the game to their EGS library between September 23rd and October 23rd will receive a $10 EGS coupon that's redeemable on games and add-ons $14 or $15 and up. Plus, once you download and launch the game, you'll instantly get 2 new items in your inventory, Sunray Boost and Hot Rocks Trail. Along the free-to-play updates come the following. Season 1, take your shot at climbing the ranks and tearing your way up your Rocket Pass in Season 1. Stay tuned for more info on Season 1 later this week. Competitive tournaments will be live and ready to join on launch day. Check out their deep dive blog post on the revamped tournament feature for all the details. New game-wide changes arrive on launch day. Get ready to complete challenges for XP and items. The Endo Starter Pack and Jaeger Pack, 2 new item packs, will be available with items for new and veteran players. Here's what's in each. So an Endo Starter Pack, Endo, Gaiden Wheels Gray, Neo Thermal Boost, Friction Trail, 500 credits, Jaeger Pack, the Jaeger 619 Pack, Apparatus Wheels, Titanium White, Toon Goal Explosion, Titanium White, and 1,000 credits.
No. I'm pretty sure it means that Endo Starter Pack is 500 credits, and the Jaeger Pack is 1,000 credits. I'm pretty sure that's what they're meaning there.
Maybe.
Because it doesn't sound like that's going to be free just to get those packs.
Possibly, yeah. Maybe that's what the Endo starter pack will be. We'll have that the Endo Guiding Wheels, Neothermal Boost, Friction Trail, and it will cost 500 credits. The Jaeger pack will have the Jaeger 619, Apparatus Wheels, and Toon Gold Explosion for 1,000 credits. That's what that's set. It's not like the article itself doesn't have that like very well, but so both packs will be available in the bundles tab of the item shop. So, your thoughts, Stefan?
I hate that I have to go through the trouble now of just getting all my crap to go back over to EGS and play over there. Steve was saying something about earlier today. He's probably gone for a smoke break, knowing Steve. He was saying earlier today that he was having troubles just controlling the game properly. Really? So I don't know if that was something to do with the controller or who knows. But I mean, I don't know. I don't buy a lot of stuff in the game now as it is, so I don't know. Oh, it's working now? Okay, never mind.
Okay, well then. I mean, I know you guys play Rocket League a lot. I just don't own the game, but like once it goes free to play on the the Epic Game Store, I'll definitely be more than happy to play with you guys because it's like. Yeah. You guys are pretty big into it, and you could teach me a few things.
We just play for fun. We literally just play against bots like almost all the time. I can't remember the last time we played. Steve plays against real live players more than I ever have. So.
There you go. So I mean, it's 3v3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think that's the max. I don't know. Can you do 4v4? I can't even remember. Jesus. Steph, please.
But yeah, like once it
we can do competitive, Scott. Look, he's ready to go with you immediately.
Teach me the ropes first, You got to get SDK a little experience under that belt before we decide that we're going to do, competitive.
A real dad.
What's that?
Talking with Steve.
Yeah, of course we'll get Stefan to come with us. Of course. Like, come on, man.
We got the ball.
Yeah. But next Wednesday for you guys who are interested in playing Rocket League, it is going to go free to play. EGS, go check it out. So so if you guys haven't heard, the Nintendo Switch is selling a lot. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, and apparently its sales are breaking industry records now. Sony and Microsoft walked cagely around each other. Here we go. Another fucking SDK doesn't know what the fuck a word means. Sony and Microsoft watched cagely around each other, playing a big game of chicken when it came to announcing the prices of their next-gen juggernauts. Nintendo sat in the background raking it in. As per the latest NPD report, consumers in the U.S. have spent $3.3 billion on video game hardware, software, and accessories in August 2020. And that has resulted in some major wins for Nintendo. Most notably, the Japanese publisher and platformer holder has seen its best August ever in terms of hardware sales. So Nintendo Switch hardware has the highest August dollar sales for a hardware platform in the United States history. Dollar sales of Nintendo Switch exceeded the August 2008 sales of the Nintendo Wii. August 2020 unit sales of Nintendo Switch more than doubled the August 2019 total. Woof. The previous August hardware revenue record was set by the Wii in 2008, and as per NPD analyst Matt Piscatella, I guess, Nintendo bested that last month. He also notes that Nintendo managed to double the number of Switch consoles sold compared to the same time period last year. The Nintendo Switch sold better than any other hardware platform in August. The good news for Nintendo doesn't end there either. The company also managed to sew up the software market between August 2nd and August 29th with a massive 10 out of 20 of the top games belonging to the company. Madden NFL 21 and UFC 4 topped the charts, but Animal Crossing New Horizons, Ring Fit Adventure, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Smash Bros. Ultimate, Paper Mario the Origami King, Breath of the Wild, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Super Mario Party, Super Mario Odyssey, and Luigi's Mansion 3 all top the charts. You okay?
Yeah, you keep mentioning games I can't afford to have.
Yeah, I know. They all top the charts slots for the month. When you consider the market is currently booming, that's no mean feat. Digital content on console platforms, mobile content, and subscription spending were among the largest growth segments, Piscatella explains. Year-to-date spending reached $29.4 billion, 23% higher than the same period in 2019. Content, hardware, and accessory spending each increased more than 20% when compared to the same period a year ago. It looks like the pandemic and lockdowns around the world are continuing to improve business for platform holders and publishers. Let's just see if this momentum can hold until the launch of the upcoming Xbox and PlayStation hardware, and whether or not Nintendo can hold onto its advantage in this thriving industry. So yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, of the top 20 best-selling games of August, Nintendo has rights to 10 of them. And we're talking about like EA, Activision Blizzard, Sony, Warner Brothers, Microsoft, Take-Two, and Square Enix being part of that. All of those companies. I mean, god damn, Grandma. That's holy shit, man.
You leave Grandma out of this, and I'll leave this out of your grandmother.
I mean, Nintendo's killing it this year, and you know that I don't think there's no small part in this doing so well. I think everything has to do with the pandemic, of course. I mean, that's a given, obviously. But I mean, look at the names of the games that are selling well. You know, Animal Crossing, Mario Kart, Smash, Paper Mario, The Legend of Zelda. You know, New Super Mario Brothers, Mario, Luigi's Mansion. Like, what I mean, that's a hell of a lineup for this year, man. We've gotten some, like, decent stuff. Not to mention the fact that Super Mario 3D All-Stars comes out tomorrow.
I don't even want to talk about it.
I mean, just like... Jesus, man. Like, so much good stuff from Nintendo this year. Just, like, so much, like... See, that's like... We sit here and we can be like, man, they've given us so much good stuff, but it's like... Then we've had the 360,000, you know, security problems that we had during the year, too. So it's like it's either you're hitting a home run or you're striking out swinging for the fences, you know. I just like, there's no in between, you know. So I mean, good on Nintendo for doing really, really, really well throughout all of this, and you know, hopefully we're going to see some even better stuff coming down the line. I mean, we already know that there's like stuff coming down the line that we want. You know, they're talking like No More Heroes 3 is definitely going to be seeing a release next year. We know that, you know, like I said, Mario All-Stars, they have like 2 new games coming for like the Mario franchise, like the beginning.
This is too much, kind fucking much.
The beginning of October, we're going to be getting Mario 35, of which I am chomping at the bit for. I want that so bad. Like, I like that sort of stuff, like where it's like, hey, we're gonna race against these people playing Super Mario Brothers, and we're gonna be able to send stuff their way. Like, let's see who can run through that stuff after being messed with the fastest. I love that sort of stuff, you know. So, yeah, this good year for Nintendo. Maybe put a little hash next to it, like you know, like yeah.
Hash? What?
We put a little hash mark next to that, all that stuff.
Hash mark,
like,
okay.
Hey, by the way, like half the population were, you know, more than half of the population of the entire fucking planet was, you know, confined to their homes. So, you know, people are playing fucking video games for a living. You know what I'm saying? But, anyway. So, last article from VG247 this week. AGDQ this year for AGDQ 2021 is going to be held as an online event.
Oh!
AGDQ, the charity speedrunning event known more commonly as AGDQ, Awesome Games Done Quick, will be once again held online in 2021. The charity event was moved online this year after complications due to the spread of COVID-19 spurred the organizers to move away from a physical event to safeguard the health of its volunteers. Next year's charity event will also be broadcasted from a studio next year, with participants performing speedruns from home.
Nice.
The event will take place on the same dates, January 3rd through January 10th, and submissions for AGDQ 2021 open on September 24th. The most recent Games Done Quick, dubbed the Summer Games Done Quick 2020, raised an impressive $2.3 million for Doctors Without Borders. The event proved that the online setup largely works just as well as a physical event, and the community spirit is as vibrant and inclusive as ever, even remotely on Twitch. Over $25.7 million has so far been raised for various charities across the initiative's 25 marathons.
Jesus.
So, I mean, you're going to get to see AGDQ from the, again, you'll be watching it from home anyway. But, like, if you guys are, interested in doing any runs for AGDQ, you'll be able to do it from home now. So, I feel that there's going to be a lot more possibilities for there being a lot more different things happening on, the Games Done Quick sort of stuff. Like this, the Summer Games Done Quick, they had a guy playing, Pump It Up, which is, a DDR variant. But, being able to see, like, a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of new games, because people are going to be able to play from home. SGDQ was really good this year. I'm before we're saying this on chat. SGDQ was extremely good this year, so it was definitely worth watching. And AGDQ, I feel, will be just as good as it was. I feel it was organized very well. There were very few snafus. I mean, anytime any event they're going to be held online remotely from within people's homes, there's always going to be problems. You can't get past that. That's just going to happen. I mean, even with the live events, every once in a while something happened. So, be prepared for there being, like, internet outages or something along those lines, or whatever. Mm-hmm. But, January 3rd through January 10th of 2021, you guys are going to be able to watch the remote Awesome Games Done Quick. And if it was anything like Summer Games Done Quick, it's going to be really good. So, keep an eye out for that.
Aye.
So, moving on over to our articles from Destructoid.com. So, here's a bit of good news for the people who were waffling between Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. Developers will have options to be able to save Xbox Series X owners some precious SSD space. There are a lot of component differences between the Xbox Series X and S that warrant the $200 price gap between the two. However, one of the most obvious get-what-you-pay-for gulfs between the two is that the Xbox Series X comes with an NVMe SSD that's twice as large as the one in the Series X. Even though it's half the size, Xbox says developers will have options to stretch those 512 gig further. Speaking with IGN, Xbox Director of Program Management Jason Ronald said that the install sizes should be significantly smaller on Xbox Series X than on Series S than on Series X, like approximately 30% smaller. That's because developers won't need to ship 4K texture packs to the Series X because it targets 1440p resolution. Our expectation is that developers will not ship their highest level MIP maps to Xbox Series S, which will reduce the size of the games. It seems like an intra-generation adaptation of Smart Delivery, whereas Smart Delivery detects whether you're playing a game on Xbox One or on Xbox Series X and automatically serves up an install that's optimized for your console. This functionality does the same thing, but within the same family of new consoles. It's just a matter of Xbox knowing which assets to install. The flexibility in the developer's hands to make sure the right assets are there, Ronald said. As long as the developers are diligent, Series X installs won't be quite as bloated as their X or the Series X counterparts. Alright, so I actually, this makes me actually want to invest in the Xbox Series X, or, god damn it, the S, more than I already wanted to. Because there was that, like, we had that discussion, on the podcast last week, where we discussed, like, the differences between the S and the X. So, obviously the S is going to have the 512 gig hard drive, where the X is going to have the 1 terabyte hard drive. So, knowing that when I install a game on my S, it's going to be 30% smaller than what it would have been on an X. So that means that, like, yeah, I'm still, still on that differential of 20%, where, like, there's going to be 20% less space overall. Like, if I install these 10 games on my S and install the same 10 games on my X, that, there's still going to be room on on the X, even with the bloated size. It gives me the confidence to know that, like, when I'm going to look at a game, like, oh, it's going to be 80 gig on X, it's like, oh, well, that means it's only going to be 54 gig over on the S. That feels a lot better. But,
I agree with that. I mean, the nice thing about it is that it'll be a lot cheaper compared to any of the other consoles. But still, like Nintendo, the Switch is still the same price. Nintendo's all like, nah, we're not budging on price at all. You can lick it till you're sick. We don't care.
Well, the difference on that is that, like, the Switch, its memory is dependent on what what kind of memory card you put in it.
Why specifically Scott? Is there an inside joke there?
How would I say the word leaky? Like that?
Leaky?
Like a leaky faucet? How would I say the word?
Or is it supposed to be lakey?
L-E-A-K. No.
Yeah.
Like a leaky faucet.
No, it's because the E after the K.
Or lakey?
Yeah. Because the E and the A are pronounced as an A together. Because there's an E after the K. Or an E in between the K and the Y or something like that. Along those lines, yeah.
Alright, so listen. We already established that my grip on the English language is already bad enough, but Anyway, lakey. To be like a lake. But anyway.
Yeah, really though. Now, did the PlayStation put a more affordable option though?
No, because PS5 is $4.99, and there isn't going to be like a PlayStation 5 Series S or X or any of those things. Is there? Because I haven't seen a different.
Oh, really? Now, will I still be able to, like, if I get the cheaper option, do you know that, like, does it still look the same? Will I still be able to warm pizza? The CD drive. Okay, but so can I, like, is it the same shape?
For the PS5? This is the thing?
Because if it's not, it is in the same shape. Good. Okay, so I can still warm pizza. We're good.
You realize that pizza model isn't actually a thing, right?
Listen.
No.
Where's the picture of the fucking thing?
Yeah, they actually showed what their models look like. They kind of look like a bloated book. Oh, really? I wasn't really... I didn't know that was a thing. Alright, so you'll have the discless PS5 for $3.99. Okay, so you got that going for you.
Oh, really? That's what it looks like? Well, I can still warm pizza out. I just gotta lay it up against the side there. We're good. Or if you stand it up, the piece of pizza just slides straight down in there and wedges in because it's a wedge. It's perfect. Don't fuck with me, Scott.
Hey, listen, you can warm your pizza on it if you like.
How dare you, sir? I will warm my pizza however the fuck I want. And I swear right now, if I somehow get a PS5, I don't know how this is happening. If I somehow get a PS5, I will make sure I'll play a game on it until the piece of pizza is warm enough to eat. See? Already, I got Game Hunter. He's already up for it. PS5 pizza stream. Anyway. We're literally just trying to get. Well, I'll even put a webcam right on the piece of pizza.
Right. We're not even going to watch him play anything. We're just going to watch.
No. There'll be a secondary webcam. It'll be my webcam, webcam for the pizza, and then the gameplay. And then that way people can see it. And maybe I'll have a temperature thing set up so that way I can always keep temperature of the pizza. Let you know how hot it actually is. So you can warn me. And be like, oh, hey, by the way, your pizza's done. Like, oh. Pizza's done. It's going to be perfect. I'm just going to buy pizzas, warm them up, and then let them get cold so I can warm them again. It's going to be perfect. Pizza pocket's not going to fucking fit in there, M4. What are you talking about? What? I'm not going to... Get out of here.
Oh, God. Oh, welcome back, everybody. Anyway, yeah, this actually gives me a lot more confidence in a purchase for an Xbox Series S because, you know, we may have a smaller, you know, hard drive, but at least the games are going to be smaller, so that does boost the confidence in me saying, hey, I'm actually going to invest in this, so that's kind of cool. I like that. So, for all of you folks out there who are fans of RWBY, we got a new game coming. A new RWBY game is coming from WayForward and Arc System Works. Two of the gaming industry's finest developers are coming together to produce a new title based on the popular anime series RWBY. The Untitled project was announced yesterday by WayForward, Arc System Works, and animation studio Rooster Teeth, all of whom are well versed in creating colorful and personality-filled adventures. RWBY is an American-produced anime that first debuted as a web series back in 2013 and has since gone on to receive numerous volumes, manga, games, and merchandise. The franchise follows the exploits of an all-woman quartet of skilled warriors, the Huntresses, who protect the world from persistent invasion by a legion of monsters known as Grimm. Some of RWBY's crew also appear in Arc Syst's own Blaze Blue cross-tag battle. No specific details have been released pertaining to the new RWBY game, but we do know that it will see players step into the roles of Head Huntress as Ruby Rose, Wei Schnee, I'm going to fuck up these names because I don't know them, Blake Belladonna, and Yang Xiaolong. I hope I didn't mess that up too badly for those who are fans of RWBY, whatever. The game scenario will be penned by original show writers Miles Luna, Kerry Shawcross, and Eddie Rivas. Given the pedigree of WayForward and Arc Sys for producing lavish and engaging anime-style games, RWBY's development seems to be in very good hands. RWBY is currently in development for an unspecified platform with a tentative 2021 release date. I've seen very little of this series, like very little. I think I was forced to sit down and watch like the first 2 seasons, and it's like, all right, cool, whatever. This seems all right, but I don't understand like the super hype for it. Maybe if I watched the rest of it, maybe I would, you know.
Maybe.
But yeah. So here's the thing: Arc Sys and WayForward. Ooh. And Arc Sys is the ones who produced Blaze Blue. And if you haven't seen some of like the newest Blaze Blue stuff and how the RWBY characters look in Blaze Blue, they look pretty good. And the animation of Arc Sys games and their fighters have always been phenomenal. They've been always really, really good. So the chances of them producing a game with the characters that are just like insanely popular since they first came out, it's like, whoa, this game's gonna be good. You know, everybody's be like, what plays Yang? Because everybody fucking loves Yang for some goddamn reason. Yang this, Yang that, punches things with shotgun gauntlets and shotgun punches and shits and Whatever. So, yeah, we got that coming for us sometime 2021. When I learn more about it, I'll let you guys know. Again, you know, ArcSys and WayForward being the ones who are producing this cannot possibly be terrible. Because, like, they're both really good at what they do. So, anyway, moving on. So, Nintendo now says that Switch Online is up to 26 million paid members. Whew. During today's semi-enlightening corporate management policy briefing from Nintendo, we got an updated figure for Switch Online membership. 26 million plus paid members. Nintendo said the subscriptions continue to rise and that they have reached that figure thanks to the release of Animal Crossing New Horizons. The numbers originally started to jump after Smash Ultimate, followed by a surge of Pokemon Sword and Shield, then New Horizons. It's very clear that Nintendo intends on tethering more functionality to first-party games in the future. The publisher states that going forward, they want to further contribute to consumer satisfaction while ensuring the long-term vitality of their platform with attractive titles that enrich the Switch Online service. If you recall, they were around 9.8 million in April of 2019, then 15 million in January of 2020. Of course, Nintendo isn't actually breaking down how many people in that figure are lumped in with the family plan, which could count up to 8 members per family subscription. I really hope that consumer satisfaction bit doesn't actually involve carving out more previously free features for the paid service, and actually translate to a more stable online infrastructure. The negatives so far have outweighed the benefits, especially if Nintendo isn't going to steadily give subscribers free games anymore. So literally like what Jeremy was saying in the chat before I said it. Like every online Switch game has some sort of like janky internet, and like even for like simple games, like let's say like Danny and I enjoy playing the 51 games, whatever the fucking goddamn stupid Clubhouse
31-1
Clubhouse games.
Oh, okay.
You know, we enjoy playing Clubhouse games, and like something as simple as like the Yahtzee game that lags. It's like, how do you lag playing fucking Yahtzee? It's not like you have 6 billion fucking things going on at once. You got 5 dice and an animated cup rolling the dice. How do you fuck that up? It's like it just doesn't, like, some things just don't like add up. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah. What?
Yahtzee play.
I mean, yeah, but why all the dots? I don't know.
Because the lag. Come on, man.
Oh. You got me. I understand now. But yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, I have it now. But yeah, it just like, fix your internet, man. It's like the same thing like back in the day when like we were trying to play Smash Brawl on the Wii, and trying to play, like, any of you remember trying to play Brawl on the internet? Any of you guys remember that? And that fucking monstrosity that was. That literal, if a match was an 8-minute long 4-player match, it actually lasted somewhere around like 15 to 20 minutes because of how fucking laggy those games were. Like, and the problem is that us Smash players were so damn like bullheaded that we didn't want to give up on any of these games, because it's like, oh, giving up Smash, oh, you suck, you know, you had to quit, blah blah blah, and you know, nope. We battled it out in like all of the freaking 1 frame per minute terribleness. So like, You guys have obviously, in the last few articles we talked about, have been making some money. You guys have had the best console sales in the history, the best hardware sales in history in North America. You guys have sold fucking... you guys now have 26 million plus paid memberships. You are making money hand over fist. Fix online crap. It's really not that hard. You know? Right? So that's one of the single complaints that I have. Like, games like fucking Clubhouse games should not lag.
Clubhouse sandwich should be out in like 5 minutes. It's just not everything should already be cooked and fucking it's a sandwich.
You're better than that, Stefan. Come on, man.
I know. I usually don't order a club sandwich, to be honest.
Moving on. So, PuyoPuyo+Tetris 2 will be bringing back adventure mode, and is basically coming out in every system. In case you missed it, PuyoPuyo+Tetris 2, a sequel to the incredibly fun puzzle mashup game from 2017, in the United States at least, was quietly announced as part of a PAX Surprise Nintendo Direct mini-stream a few weeks ago. Due out in December, this thing is hitting basically every platform known to man. PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X, and Nintendo Switch. Before then, Sega is content giving us another quick glimpse into the world of the second game, confirming today that Ringo and T are returning for another go in adventure mode. The sequel will feature a new map and the Dimension Parasite antagonist who merges both the Puyo and Tetris worlds together. Mystery and intrigue are promised on top of normal puzzle-solving gameplay. This time around, there's a bigger variety of missions, including skill battles, EXP, level up your stats, with the addition of more RPG elements as a whole, like extra optional stages via the world map and more items. Sega reiterates that the game will support the Smart Delivery initiative on Xbox One, Series X, with a vague PS4, PS5 upgrade path at no extra cost when the game launches, if you buy it from the PlayStation Store or a physical version from a retailer. Sony's lack of an easy solution for cross-buy must be pissing off a lot of studios. So, I had forgotten this was going to be a thing. And I have played a little bit of PuyoPuyo+Tetris, and it's fun. And switching your mindset up between like two different games, like while you're playing, is like super, like it's engaging. Because like certain strategies that you will have in Tetris, you know, you might be like, hey, I want to like hold off on doing this particular thing until like we transition between games in the middle of the game, so that like I can slam this person playing Puyo when we switch over, or like make a super huge combo in Puyo, make it go off right before the transition, and then have all that dump into Tetris. You know, so the game is like, it's really fun, and I had forgotten that they even said anything about this coming out for, you know, period. So December of this year, I think it said that we're going to be getting this. So take a look at, you know, what, like, it looks like that there's going to be like a strange, you know, mix between doing both games at once instead of having it like switching between. I don't know how that's gonna work, but you know, who knows. So when we get closer to the release date, I'll let you guys know about that. So here's the one thing that kind of turned me off on the thought of PS5 for the future, for getting the disc drive version of it. Sony has tested thousands of PS4 games on the PS5, and 99% of them are playable. It's not the most in-depth quote, but according to Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Jim Ryan, 99% of the PS4 games tested for backwards compatibility on PS5 will be playable. That's the latest according to Washington Post. Previously, it was the overwhelming majority. As for wider backward compatibility with PS3, 2-in-1 games on PS5, no dice. Ryan confirmed to Famitsu that those 3 legacy systems will not be supported. Before it was announced that Demon's Souls will arrive as a day 1 PS5 launch game, I toyed with the idea of making Bloodborne as in the deadly beloved PS4 title, one of my first experiences with the console. This is the author talking. Honestly, I'm still considering a November replay of the PS5. But Bloodborne is among the many powerhouse PS4 titles in the just-announced PlayStation Plus collection. So if you happen to have a PS5 original digital edition lined up and you're in the mood to relive some of your PS4 favorites that you potentially own on disc but not digitally, you're still covered. As for the 99% backwards compatibility plan, I'm expecting some caveats here and there. So, like, why, man? Like, Xbox can do it. Xbox literally said you're going to be able to play some of your original, like, base Xbox, like the very first ones, on your Xbox Series X. There's going to be games that are going to be compatible with that. You know, your Xbox One games are going to be playable on it, you know? So, like, your Xbox 360 games are going to be playable on it. So, what's going on here, Sony? Like, why can't you make something that will make all of the PlayStation library from the entire history of PlayStation available? Is there something I'm missing here? Are we in a day and age where we can't figure out how to make PS1 discs work anymore? Am I missing something, Stefan? Or I don't know. I don't get it, man.
Yeah, rather money.
I mean,
they are more expensive, I find, than Xbox is even now, I believe, isn't it? Like,
it's for what I don't understand.
Yeah, so I mean...
But, like, I don't know. It just seems silly to me to, like, not have this... I mean, that would even be, like... That would be a selling point for me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, by the way, this $499 console that plays PS5 games, by the way, play PS4 and PS3 and PS2 and PS1 games. So that whole back library that you got sitting back there, you could totally play all that stuff on this system.
It'd be great, but a lot of these games that are on disc are probably being played on like Blu-ray discs from like say PlayStation 3 era onward. So
right.
Then you're looking at discs that, well, I mean, they should have still have backwards compatibility with those, you know. But at the same time, would you pay for like a multi-reading thing, or would you rather just put in, you know, the basics so you can do what you're supposed to do, kind of thing, right? Like, there's probably a lot of different things that we're not aware of that would just be a pain in the ass for them to have to do, for them to, you know, include that, like, all that.
Yeah. I mean,
I understand. Believe me, I would love that for that backwards compatibility to be back that far. I mean, why wouldn't I?
Yeah,
it'd be a reason for me to buy one then.
That, and that's what I'm saying. It would be a selling point for me.
Yeah,
to be like, oh, well,
but
like
it's
all
not
of these
a big enough selling point, I don't think, for them, like, to put it in.
No. And, like, my only conclusion to why they would choose not to do this is because they don't want people playing those games. Sounds weird, doesn't it? But here's the thing. If you buy a PS5 with the intention of going back to this big catalog of PS1, PS2, and PS3 games that you have laying around, you're not buying new games. That's where I think their mindset is. That if you are buying this PS5 to simply play older games, you're not buying the new shit. That's it. That's the only thing I could possibly think would be the reason for it. And it makes sense, obviously. Because if you have a newer console, you should be buying newer games. You know? So...
But I mean, at the same time, like, how come we're not bitching at Nintendo? Like, well, Nintendo, how come I can't jam an NES card into my Switch? Like, how come I can't bitch about that?
Because they're giving us all the old NES games.
Have they?
What's that?
Have they given us all of them?
Well, not all of them.
Exactly.
The popular ones, of course. But, like, if you're looking to play, like, specific titles, obviously they're not going to be there. But, like, Nintendo has, like, every single iteration of Nintendo has had something different. The NES had the cartridges. The SNES had the top-loading cartridges. The N64 had the larger top-loading cartridges. The GameCube had discs. You know?
Careful.
Like, every single console did something different, which makes it very difficult for them to do backwards compatibility on. Where Xbox and Sony have been CD readers since they've been out. You know? So, I don't know. I feel that this would be, like, super cool for them to be able to be like, hey, you can play all this old stuff, and then, like, be able to just... If I want to buy some new games, I'm going to buy some new games. If I had no intention of buying them in the first place, I'm not going to buy them, so what the hell difference does it make? At least sell your $500 console. You know? Just at the very least, get that damn thing sold. Who cares whether they buy stuff in the future? I mean, you as a company, you probably do, and you probably want people to. But if they weren't going to buy it in the first place, you've not really lost the sale. You know? So, anyway, so the final article SDK has for this week. So, for these of you guys who are planning on buying a PS5, just like the games, the controllers are going to be $70. As recently as right before launch, we were having a dread-filled conversation about how much PS5 controllers would cost. Thankfully, our fears and our worst-case scenarios didn't pan out to be true. Sony confirmed that pricing as part of today's PS5 showcase event, and it's not the absolute worst. The PS5 DualSense controller will cost $69.99, and if and when you ever buy another one, in a world where the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con can go for $79.99, I'm reasonably okay with this, says the author. Sony also confirmed the pricing for several other PS5 accessories like the DualSense charging station for $30, the media remote for $30, and the HD camera for $60. As a reminder, you won't be able to use your DualShock 4 controllers to play PS5 games, just the PS4 games.
Makes sense.
See, here's where this becomes a problem. When we're okay paying for a $70 controller because another company is selling their controllers for $80, that's a problem. Your controllers should not cost 30% of what the console costs.
Scott, why the fuck do we need a mouse on our fucking controllers? Seriously though, why do we need a mouse on our fucking controllers? Like, I don't understand that at all, really though. Like, what, like, what about when I'm using Netflix? Oh, I'm sorry, is pressing up and down and left and right so hard for you? Like, do we need to get voice control now for you? Like, the cable box already had that shit. Stop being so fucking lazy.
And let's talk about the charging station's going to be $30. Alright, that's not necessary. Just plug your fucking controller into your PlayStation. It charges it. The media remote for $30. A $30 remote control.
Maybe it has a keyboard on it, Scott. That'll make it worth it, right?
Maybe it'll fucking blow me. Like, Jesus Christ.
Whoa, cool. I bought one of them. That'd be awesome.
$30? Like,
yeah,
better start blowing me for making me pay $30 for the goddamn thing.
Jesus,
are you serious?
You're getting some cheap blowjobs.
Like, and then the HD camera for $60. Like,
I'm kind of worried about the blowjobs you're getting, Scott. Intervention. Scott, don't get $30 blowjobs.
I keep that in mind.
I know they're cheap.
Pay extra for premium.
Exactly.
But like
35.
Like, come on, dude. Who the hell in their right mind nowadays pays $30 for fuck remote? I wouldn't.
Uh-oh. Oh, Scott's
like, you don't need it.
Yeah? Your face went weird for a second, but you're back.
Yeah, all good?
Yeah, we're good.
That was weird. But, yeah, I'd be just like, it's not necessary. $30 for a fucking remote control just to be able to turn on your fucking Netflix on your PS5 is not necessary.
But Scott, then I have to have the controller, and then I have to get the controller somewhere on, like, my bed, and then it's gonna, like, turn it on sometimes if I, like, roll over. Like, if I put it under my pillow and I go to sleep, I'm gonna roll over and turn on my PlayStation and go, what the fuck did that come on? And I have to turn it off again, and then it's gonna come on again. So if I have my controller left over there, and I have my separate remote control, I can just leave it under my pillow, and it's all like infrared, I'm not gonna Bluetooth you. And it's all like, okay, well, you can just go to sleep now. Leave the remote wherever you want, Spike. Shove it up your arse if you want. No one cares. It's worth it. Worth it, Scott, 100%. Oh, it's sexiest, sleekest buttons you've ever seen on a remote, buddy. You know. Not sarcastic.
I'm convinced. You sold me, Stefan. I have to have one. I'm not even gonna own a PS5. I don't need it. All I need is the $30 remote. I need nothing else.
See, look, Sony, hire me. I can sell anything for you. I just sold a media remote for you.
The perfect sales.
And they're not even out yet.
The absolute. You could once per podcast, folks. You don't. You don't need anyone else. Just Stefan. He can sell PS5 remote controls for a guy who's not even going to buy your console.
Yeah.
Anyway, confirmed the PS5 is going to get blowjobs. I'm surprised, man, you didn't clip that already. I'm telling you right now, it's probably way past your ability to clip now. I'm just saying. But anyway, yeah, $70 controllers. We're in that sort of the day and age where like controllers are starting to cost 30% of the console, and I'm so done with it.
I also know how I feel about that little robot humping it.
Look how happy he is, man. He's like, yeah, I won't get off on this bitch.
Yeah, but do I have to pay for that little robot thing too? Like, does that come with the...
Probably why it costs $70.
Maybe.
Anyway, that'll do it for SDK's news for this week. And as always, in this portion of the podcast, I will be passing the torch over to the one, the only, the fabulous, the IB Astanax, and I don't know how to say Aspercream. And we're going to play Final Fantasy VIII now. Hell yeah. It's Stefan the Old World Gamer.
That's me. Oh, take that dimmer. Also get rid of that music. Just me and Scott now.
Music. It's just you and me, and we are going to graduate to a higher level of learning. We're going to graduate over to a sort of a heightened us, a sort of metaphysical, sort of just lifting of the soul. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're burning the incense in the background. We have the light, like the light sitar music going off in the background. Maybe a couple snacks, you know, a light wine, that sort of things. But as we lift up into the spiritual plane of understanding, it will become clear to us that this is only because of my favorite portion of the podcast. It should be your favorite portion of the podcast. It should be everyone's favorite portion of the podcast. And if it is, you indeed have come with us to a higher level of learning. You have achieved nirvana. You have become one with the cosmos. You have become one with the best of Steam.
Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah, best of Steam. The Scott edition. You laugh. Hold on to your fucking butt cheeks, sir.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen you playing any shmups lately, Scott. Say it right.
Shmups.
There you go. Starting off with Rangok Skies.
Okie dokie.
War has started. Rangok Skies is a vertically scrolling arcade shooter inspired by the genre classics. Highly replayable with 4 different characters, each with their own unique ship, weapons, and bombs. Includes 2-player local co-op. Stop. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop with your fucking local co-op.
I know, right? That.
Stop. There's a demo. Apparently, there's some PAX Online stuff thing.
Neat.
Yeah. But we're going to watch the trailer. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this is a Scott one. Yeah, this is a bullet hell, by the way. 2D action arcade shooter. Oh shit!
Big Joe.
Yeah, Big Chode indeed. What, Samurai? Wait, his name is Sam Urai? Why? How do you feel? How do you feel with that, Scott?
Yep. It's already on the wish list.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yep.
I cannot process that. Too many bullets. Come on, don't be like that.
Not enough bullets, son.
Jesus.
Not enough bullets.
Alright, our next game is called Danmakai.
Danmakai.
Red Forbidden Fruit.
There it is.
There you go. Power up and Buster Attack. Despite the beauty of the Danmaku, aggressive playing leads to victory in this. Oh my god, Makeism Danmaku shooter. The Danmaku garden awaits you. There's even a cat. Action shooter bullet hell 2D cute anime. Oh god. I told you this was the Scott edition. Let's go, Scott. Trailer time. Meow. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. This one looks. Yeah, oh, you wanted a bullet hell, Scott.
Woo! There we go.
Oh!
There we. Danmakai is very hard.
Oh, whoa! You're a person walking on the ground too? Okay.
Woo!
Alright, that looks fucked.
Woo! Looks good.
Oh, there's a cat!
Hey, what
Oh
the
god!
fuck? What?
Oh my! Oh my! Oh my!
There we go. There we go. Yes. Also wishlisted.
Jesus Christ, Scott!
Yep. All about that.
Look at that! Look at that pattern. Like, there's no way. It's too
Of course,
close.
there's a way. There's always a way.
Don't say that. Alright. Looking at those patterns just trips me the fuck out. We're gonna go to our next shmup here. I think it's a no, it's not a shmup. Oh, I lied. There's another game called Axe Girl that we're gonna look at. The only video game starring a female lumberjack, as far as we know. Slash your way through fierce foes in this awesome action platformer. Chop to it and kick some axe. Oh, come on. I love that. Alright, coming out September 25th. 2D platformer tutorial, platformer 2D cute. So I'd say this is going to be a very child-friendly game, if I was to guess. Let's watch that trailer. Swing for... actually moves kind of nice. What was that? Okay. It looks way different than some of these,
I mean, I guess.
I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of the art style in-game.
Yeah.
And, like, this image in particular really threw me off, too, actually, to be honest with you.
Alright. What the hell's going on? Like, which way are you going? Yeah.
Alright. I told you not everything's the best in the world. Next game is AstroWings Space War. There's another shmup for you there, Scott. AstroWings Space War is a retro-style, exciting and authentic bullet hell space shooting game. This game brings you the thrill, urgency, and fantastic experience of an authentic arcade shooting game. Coming out this month, indie casual shoot 'em up bullet hell voxel. Really? Okay. Watch that trailer, Scott. Oh, okay. Hey, that works.
Whoa! Turning sideways, eh? That's different.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, I could play this myself. This doesn't look too bad. This looks fairly easy, honestly. But
yeah, it's definitely a lot easier than some of the other ones.
But it looks fun. And I'm just wondering if you can amp up the craziness.
Right.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, no, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
I'm actually going to add that to my wish list.
Yeah, the concept of being able to move horizontally and vertically and being able to shoot both ways as well is definitely different and definitely worth. I think I'm going to put that on my wish list as well.
Let's hope that they have some harder levels or something, maybe.
Right? Who knows?
All right, our last game for tonight is called Pier Pressure. Take flight in one of these 3 unique ships to battle a legion of enemies and massive bosses across a city sky, through a dark cave, along the bottom of the sea, and into a secret laboratory. Confront a buff, flamboyant crawfish scientist to retrieve the power pearl and save your job. Comes out September 25th. This is also an action arcade shooter, shoot 'em up 2D. And let's go to the trailer. Whoa. Oh shit.
Reminds me of that fucking guy from like One Punch Man.
Oh, PuyoPuyo+. Is it the guy who's in jail?
It was the guy who like Saitama killed when he was like younger.
Oh, okay. Jesus. Oh, wait. Whoa, okay.
Crawdaddy Mark IV. Alright, different.
Wasn't too bad either, actually.
Definitely different.
Kind of on my wish list. I kind of like the art style and stuff, too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Alright, so we're going to go into our news now. With that beautiful baked bean footage. We're going to go into our news from IndieRetroNews.com. And there's actually some fun stuff. First, starting out with USA Zombie Apocalypse. A new Run From Live zombie game on the Vectrex. And there is a video. Okay. So, USA Zombie Apocalypse is a survival horror game for Vectrex, with not just a PCB and overlay included, but there's 3 different game modes and you can play with up to 2 players. And that's all there is to say about the game, as the description is very limited, but for further screenshots and purchase details, head on over to the website below. Oh, you're actually shooting zombies though as they're coming towards you. That's more interesting. Oh, you choose where in America you're going?
What do you mean, Arkansas?
Huh. This is actually kind of neat.
Right?
Oh, is that a go person? Oh, shit. I kind of wish there was some music to go with it, but I guess you can just get your jam on and just, like, play it.
Right.
That's awesome. I like when we see games for, like, the more lesser-known consoles like Vectrex. And it's nice that someone's so... And, like, this looks so good, too. You see how bright that shit is?
Right.
Love it. Alright, next we have ZetaWing, another shoot-'em-up coming for the C64 by Sarah Jane Avery.
Oh, we've been following this for a while now.
Oh, look at this. What her fucking title screen and everything. Shit. Sarah's been, like, putting all kinds of work into this.
I have been following the development on this on Twitter for quite some time.
So not much is known about the game, such as the story levels or release date. Rest assured, going by the previous shoot-'em-ups from Sarah, there's going to be another great game for the C64. Not only will it feature a new soundtrack, but waves of enemies and parallax background scrolling to whet your appetite. And she did put out Soul Force, which was, yeah, I'm surprised you haven't tried playing that.
I mean, I don't have an emulator for it, so...
Oh, because it's hard to get a C64 emulator, Scott.
I mean...
I'll get you one.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the music, too.
Yeah, I've been following, like, a lot of the stuff that she's been doing on ZetaWing, and... She said something about, they said that they don't know what the release date is, but like one of her recent tweets, this was the 14th, so this was Monday. So her latest tweet on it was, played through easy and normal difficulties last night on the NTSC, found one issue with the boss but fixed it. Game feels really good to play, I think, especially after fixing player hitbox. So this week, triple checking everything for a Friday release.
Oh, damn. So tomorrow. Oh, shit. Sarah's going to be dropping it. Oh, you should tweet that or retweet it at Indie Retro News so they can have it ready for tomorrow. Alright, and we're going to move on to our next game called Alter Ego. A popular ZX Spectrum game gets ported to the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. Thought that was very interesting. So Retro Soul's done this one as well, so this is going to be probably a good release. In Alter Ego, you play as the hero who has a phantom twin, and alter ego in whichever direction you move. Your alter moves in a mirrored fashion. You must use this skill to pick up items and avoid enemies, but be careful, if you swap too many times, you could end up being trapped, and the only way to restart is by dying. Ooh. Okay. It looks good. I hate that was 30 seconds long, not even.
Alright.
You're teasing me now. Can't be at that. So that's exactly what we want to do. I'm like, oh. My bad. It's on itch.io. That was actually very short. Like a very short discussion.
Yeah, extremely.
It's because the trailer was so small.
Yeah.
Oh well. Next we have Dodgy Rocks, a new Amiga game from Nivrig, requiring OCS/ECS 1 megabit. Alright, so this looks like it's... Is it? No, this is not football. No, you're actually dodging rocks. It's literally dodging rocks. Okay. I thought for sure it was football first. My bad. Alright, so as the description says, crazy high-speed, endless arcade thing dodging in an 8-bit style. Dodge the rocks and other projectiles coming your way for as long as possible. Dodge, dash, kick, and smash your way out of tight spots to survive just one more wave. Discover and master advanced moves to rack up your bonus and climb the online leaderboards before testing yourself against the next difficulty level. Let's get into it. Let's go. So, let's go. Okay, you don't want to get hit by too many. I think you just want to get almost like get close to getting hit.
Kind of confused with what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So, no, so. Pretty sure that's what it is. So yeah, it's obviously an arcade style where we'll just go on forever, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's too bad. Next, we have the Shadows of Sergoth. I think we had a look at this before, but I don't think there was an actual trailer or anything for it. So, glorious work in progress. Amiga Dungeon Crawler gets a demo. Ooh. And Saberman, of course, gets to play it. Lucky. Alright, so the Shadows of Sergoth was originally announced as being ported over to the Amiga by Colin Vela, graphics and sound by Saul Cross, and publishing by Double Sided Games, with full support of the original Amstrad team. What changed not long after, however, was the fact that Saul Cross was no longer doing the graphics working on other projects, with Tenshu taking over the whole graphics job for the game with the awesome new look, which you can now experience for yourself in this demo. Play the game, you'll need 1.5 megabit of chip RAM and preferably a 020 CPU, although it runs on a 68,000 or 68000 code Amiga. We strongly recommend to turn off movement animations in the options menu before you start the game if you're playing on the 68,000 or 68020.
Okay.
Official release is expected for the end of the year, beginning of next year with pre-orders opening in November. As usual, box and digital editions will be available. Gameplays. Oh yeah. I do remember this. I remember seeing this, like, one of these specific screenshots of just that. So it looks like it's really well done.
Mm-hmm. All of the surface textures look really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything looks the way that it's supposed to look. The floor and the ceiling and the walls all look super nice.
Mm-hmm. I like that it has an in-game map too. That's helpful, especially for dungeon crawlers. Fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, stop teasing me. Oh, a bat! You're gonna fight it. Oh, you have to actually like swipe at it with your mouse? Is that what it is? Because if that's the case, that's pretty cool. Surprised there weren't many dungeon crawlers on the 3DS and stuff.
Right.
That would have been a good platform to do dungeon crawlers on, I think.
Right.
So our next game is called GB Jam 8. Or sorry. GB Jam 8. So it's not a game, my bad. Lots of great games submitted to the latest Game Boy Jam. Oh, first place winner is Crypto Casino. Okay, so during the latest GB Jam 8, over 200 games were submitted for voting to be successful entry in the Game Boy themed jam. Jam which gamers from around the world were given the opportunity to create any game they wish as long as it looked like a Game Boy game. In fact, it was such a great competition that we even had the pleasure of playing the rather cool game of GBNoid, a game inspired by the classic Cybernoid by Raphael. Oh my God! See, so I'm not as good at Italian. Anyway, sorry, dude. Cool game. When I was younger, one of the highlights of my retro gaming youth was playing Zelda on the Game Boy during long journeys in the back of the car. Spent many hours playing that game and found it very difficult to put down, giving an end result of eye strain and headaches. But it didn't matter to me as I was hooked on it, and it's one of the main reasons why I've been playing all these latest games, through most of tonight and into tomorrow. I wish they had more gameplay, man. And I wish there was more announcements about these competitions and stuff, because, I mean, I don't think we heard about it on here before it happened, and they still managed to get over 200 games submitted. Like, Jesus.
That's a lot.
It is when you think about it. Maybe they have better outlets.
It's a lot of different developers, man. That's a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Even like single developers, like doing things by themselves, that's a lot.
And that's Game Boy. Like, that's just Game Boy stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Alright. Quick War C64, a new C64 shoot 'em up game from Vox Video Game and TND. Oh, stop the screenshots, man. Trawling through the latest retro news on itch.io, looking for some decent C64 game to play. This game, according to the new Dimension, is a rather unusual arcade blaster in which you must save Terra 2 and defend the music and the notes, and yes, even the human race. As described on our website, this is Quick War, a new game presented by Vox Video Game with the new Dimension 64. A game design animated by Pina Vox with the SEUCK, Outlaw Sensible Software 1987 version, as well as graphics, music, and sound by Pina Vox, title music by VG Vox, and finally a seminar code by Richard Bayless. Richard Bayless always has his fingers in something when it comes to C64 stuff, man. He's always keeping himself busy. Good on him. Keep giving us news, so.
Right.
Monkey Lad, welcome to an Alex Kidd demo inspiration on the Commodore Amiga. And we actually have a trailer for D-Smile. Might be loading. Oh, here we go. Now, before you get too excited, think that Eric Hogan, E-Rock, is going to release a full version of Alex Kidd on the Amiga, you'll be disappointed. As far from what he has told the community previously, this is just a general demonstration of the engine's evolving and growing capabilities. Still, from my personal experience of playing the demo, it's very impressive, and I hope Monkey Lad will be turned into a full game at a much later date, even if at this time it's just a demo. So you can download and play the demo.
Doesn't look terrible.
Yeah, it looks like
oh, dead.
Looks like that little, what is it, transition between 8-bit and 16-bit.
Right.
Oh. Superman's like, I want to kill this flying thing, and he keeps killing me.
Alright.
Like, one more fucking time. Oh no. He just fist bumped him as he went past, like, bro. Fine, man, whatever. I thought for sure they would get freaking out at him or like poop on him or something. That's good.
We don't want no fist bumps. Take the poops.
It's true. Jesus. Alright, and the last thing we have from Indie Retro News this week, CPC Soccer Community Edition, a rather cool football soccer game for your Amstrad.
Amstrad.
We actually have another video for this one, so that's good. Whoa, holy shit stains. As noted by the main website, break all the CPC limits with this latest footy game from Voxel Tower. A game that features dribbles, fouls, cards, injuries, shots, passes, tactics, changes, friendly matches, cup, 4 simultaneous players, player stats, and much more. All playable directly on your CPC or any platform with an Amstrad emulator. Okay, let's get to the game. I know it's soccer. Ooh! Oh! Oh, it's little dudes, but this works, dude. Look! Oh, this works great! Oh yeah, I'd love this. I could see myself playing this just to waste time. It's one of those games that you have on your computer like Solitaire. Right. When you're sick of playing Solitaire Vegas style, it's like, you know what? I need some other type of thing happening. Oh, did someone get a yellow card? I guess so. Again, no soundtrack really, but you could always jam out in the background, so that's always good. Yeah, honestly, this looks pretty solid for like a soccer game.
Yeah, right?
Alright, next we're going to go into our news from Destructoid. Starting with, if you have any money left over from everything we've shown you in the past couple of weeks.
No.
I'm changing their title here. Well, there's a new Golden Axe Arcade 1-Up available today. And before anyone says, fuck you, Stefan, listen, I grew up playing at a Golden Axe Arcade, alright? So yeah. No one knows, well, anyone who's played on one of those knows exactly how I feel when I say I would fucking love this as well. It'd be so classic, dude. So Arcade 1-Up made a big splash earlier this year when it announced its first set of cabinets to feature Marvel vs. Capcom. There's one more cabinet it's preparing this year for fans of classic arcade action. Starting today, you can order the Golden Axe Arcade Cabinet, the company's first collaboration with Sega. Like its Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet from last year, the Golden Axe unit can support up to 4 players at once on some of its games. What? I haven't seen... Oh, it's a big one. Okay, sorry. Yep. Titles include this cabinet are Golden Axe, The Revenge of Death Adder, Shinobi, Altered Beast, Wrestle War. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Each of the 5 included games is using original arcade ROM that's been licensed directly from Sega. The Golden Axe Arcade Cabinet is available now in the US exclusively at the Arcade 1-Up website for $400. And then my next question is, how much is this shipping going to be? And would I be better off just looking for an old Golden Axe from closer near me? Oh man, like that looks really fucking nice too. Gross. Honestly, with how things are going in these podcasts, I feel gross. Like I wonder, like sometimes, like, is there a way I could like not really prostitute myself out, but you know what I mean, like do something to be able to make that. God damn, man, like, fuck.
All of a sudden, Googling ways to core myself out so I can buy arcade cabinets.
Yeah, don't even get me started.
It's true.
Anyways,
so true.
Next, we have The Invincible, an intergalactic thriller inspired by the Polish sci-fi novel, which excited me. As soon as they said sci-fi and novel, I was like, ooh! There is no trailer, but that's alright. Coming to PC and next-gen consoles, Starward Industries has announced a new sci-fi adventure title, which is currently in development at the Polish studio for PS5, PC, and Xbox Series X. The Invincible is an intergalactic first-person thriller inspired by the 1964 novel from renowned author Stanislaw Lem. In The Invincible, players will take up the role of an interstellar scientist who wakes up on the planet Regis 3 to find their entire crew missing. Using retro-futuristic technology and keen wits, it is up to the protagonist to search for and discover the fates of their missing crew members while surviving the increasingly hostile environment of Regis 3 and its occupants. It will soon become clear that you are most certainly not alone. Wait, yeah, that's spoiler alert, yo.
Right?
The Invincible has been secretly in the making for some time, combines a fascinating setting, iconic story, and an established non-linear gameplay to deliver a truly unforgettable experience, said Starward Industries' Marek Markuszewski in a press release. The studio believes in the power of interactive storytelling and wants to engage gamers of all skill levels in crafting their own paths in the peculiar world of a distant, malevolent planet. Prior to founding Starward Industries, Markuszewski was a senior producer at CD Projekt Red. Oh, okay. With him and various other Starward team members having worked on such titles as The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, and Cyberpunk 2077, the pedigree is there for The Invincible to prove a deep, atmospheric, and thoroughly immersive adventure. It's expected to launch in 2021 for PS5, PC, and Xbox Series X. And honestly, if you just see that part of the picture, right here, if I just put this on the podcast perfectly, you're going to be like, wait, what is that sticking out? What's going on there?
Lasers.
No, but what's there that next to his arm? Whoa, that should be censored out. Anyways, no, it looks really good, and for a novel that was written in 1964, that's interesting that they waited this long. Yeah,
right. 56 years later, hey, let's make a game.
And if any of these prints that they have here are any indication as to what we have to look forward to, I think it could be pretty good.
All right.
Something to look forward to next year, among other things. Monster Hunter Rise will ship with 3 new Amiibo. Right at the tail end of the Monster Hunter Direct, with oddly followed up the Nintendo Direct Mini Showcase today, Capcom gave the Amiibo collectors what they want, the announcement of 3 new toys. According to the publisher Palamute, Magnamalo and Palico Amiibo, themed around the very blue hues of Rise, will debut with Monster Hunter Rise proper on Switch in 2021. Capcom says the Amiibo will provide armor for the players as well as the chance to enter a daily lottery for items. The trailer states that standalone Amiibo will be GameStop exclusive in the US and at EB Games in Canada. Wow, we're back to square one with this again. Honestly, that sounds pretty good to me. I like that they have a use other than like, oh hey, now your Mii can look like Samus because you're playing Mario Kart. Like,
right?
I mean, okay, sure, that's cool. Quotations. Cool. Yeah, but I mean, when you actually can use it, be like, hey, you get to enter daily lotteries, you get to have extra armor or a different set of armor, or a different looking armor. From that in an adventure game seems more fun to me. Like,
right.
In Mario Kart, it would have been cooler if we got like a specific cart for each of the Amiibos that way.
Right. Yeah.
As always, here's a full running tally of every Amiibo ever made. Stop it. Let me just take this, and I'm gonna go and then I'm gonna
scroll down that list real quick.
I need to get a lot of those, so I just want to go and shed tears later. That's all. Something to help me cry. There are currently 7 pending and unreleased Amiibo on the way: Joker, Hero, Cat Mario, Cat Peach, Palamute, Magnum Mallow, and Palico. Everything but the Rise trio are up for pre-orders as of the time of this publication. Oh shit, okay. Magnum Mallow actually looks really good. Palamute looks very sleek. And Palico does not look like the warrior you would expect, but because when that's Panzer Paladin. What? Oh, that's a fucking ad. Get out of here.
I haven't claimed to know very much about Monster Hunter, so
no, I haven't played too much, but I just recently got it for Steam. I have the version for Switch. I would like to play both because they look awesome. But not only that, but then when am I going to do this, Scott? When can I play games? Can't. Not allowed. Whatever, man. Anyways, so for anyone who is looking forward to the Monster Hunter games, especially Rise, well, you got 3 new Amiibos coming out, so that looks like fun. I wasn't sure if Scott was going to see this or not right away, but I had to tell him what my news was, so he already knows. But Doom 64 comes ripping and tearing from Limited Run Games.
Yep.
This is going to hurt him a lot more than me.
Oh, yeah.
Get the trusty chainsaw oiled and the super shotgun locked and loaded as the physical fanatics over at Limited Run Games have announced a special edition for the 2020 re-release of Doom 64. Okay, no, I'm a liar. Is that really? Is that a real? Oh, non-functioning metal cart? Don't fucking do that to me, man. I was all like, no, I really want it, but whatever. It still looks cool. I like it. Can I have one? Anyway. Physical edition of the id Software Classic will launch on PS4 and Nintendo Switch in 2 formats. Standard edition will consist of a box copy of Doom 64 on either platform, while the Classic edition includes a copy of Doom 64, a double-sided poster, a booklet featuring interviews with the developing team, and a commemorative cartridge, non-functioning, all housed in an N64 style packaging. This set will retail for around $55. That is not that bad.
Pretty fucking good.
That is really good. Yeah, I like that. That's a good price range. Good job.
I think I would have probably traded the non-functioning Doom 64 cart for a little statuette of Doom guy or something like that.
Yeah, I can understand.
But other than that, man, $55 for something like this is actually pretty cool.
Alright, so be sure to head on over to the Limited Run Games website on Friday, which is next week, Friday, September 25th, at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern, when pre-orders will go live on both platforms. Doom 64 is now available on PS4, PC, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. I might be picking that up. Maybe.
So this next article, Scott, I don't know how I feel about this, because I didn't really look at it too much, because I was just like, is this going to be something wrong? What?
I did read through this, and I'm not impressed. But Read on.
Mario Kart Live Home Circuit is $100 to start. Will require a Switch for each racing. Okay. I haven't read anything yet. All right. Just that headline. $100 to start. So I'm thinking, Jesus, a new Mario Kart game for $100 to start. All right. Requires a Switch for each racer. Wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me if I have a friend over, I am not allowed to play Mario Kart with them anymore on this specific new Mario Kart you're putting out? Mm-hmm. What? Sounds to me like you're trying to do a little bit more of the Switch Lite route there, Nintendo.
Mm.
At this point, why don't you just leave out the 3DS? Anyways, in case you missed it, the recent Mario news blowout revealed Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, a new toy that allows folks to relive the Mario Kart experience in their homes. It's a toy. Yeah, that's right. Essentially, kits come with a racer that has a camera on it, which allows you to see your driver in action on your Nintendo Switch, as well as real-life pieces to create a digital track. It's neat in theory, provided that it works and that you have the space or the cash to front for it. That does not forebode good things.
No.
Now that retail listings are live, we know a bit more about how the whole thing will play out. As previously announced, it's $100 for the starter kit, which comes with Mario and a bunch of cardboard to set up the track. As stated by the listing, each player will need their own Switch and card, so that's $100 a pop, plus individual Switch units. There's also a similar Luigi setup for sale, and the Mario Kart Live app will be a free download under the assumption that you can actually operate it with the toys. The whole concept is very cool, but be ready to shell out some dough if you have a bigger family who all want in. Particularly intrigued by the variation of the mixed reality tracks, as well as the promise of unlocks from the listing, like speed settings, costumes, environments, and more. Rainbow Road is even teased. It's out October 16th.
Okay. Rainbow Road is even teased, but like, the idea about this is that you're supposed to be making your own car or your own races, isn't it? Like, I thought that was the idea. So, what?
So, based on exactly what Scott is talking about right now, this is my biggest qualm and issue, and something that's not discussed, and something that they haven't even said. And it's probably not Destructoid's fault. I'm not blaming you guys. I'm blaming Nintendo, because they're the ones that own this shit. They're the ones putting out this information. But exactly what Scott was going on with. This is about making tracks. Alright, look at these 20 pieces of things. Okay, so we've done it like this and like this and like this. Man, I wish I had some more so I could like make a bigger track. Well, hey, let's go spend $100 for 20 more pieces. Excuse me?
It's like...
So you're basically asking me to start going out and asking for cardboard.
And the fact that they have the nerve to give you this track stuff in fucking cardboard is a joke.
And let's also throw this in here. Alright, folks. Scott, you're a parent.
Yep.
What are young children likely to do with this when they're done using it?
Fucking not put it back where it belongs.
Mm-hmm. Throw it to the side. Oh, hey, look, it's one piece of tracks. Let's flick it around for a bit. Oh, I found something else interesting. I'll just literally let it fall out of my hand and walk over to this new thing. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's go build a track. Let's see, we got 8 or 8 pieces. Okay. What happened to the other fucking 12? Hello? Like, no, this is a terrible idea. And then, 1 second. You guys can see that fucking little card, right? Okay. Where are you? This one. Wait, that's basically, yeah, it is the same one. Okay. Oh, look, I'll even... This one, that's fine. That's moving on.
This is what an idea this is.
This, you mean? Is we just? Oh, sorry. I need to make the exhaust a bit bigger. I need to shrink Mario down until he's like not in a cart actually, but inside of an actual race car.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, this is basically the exact same thing. It just needs a webcam. Well, I have a webcam somewhere that I can tape onto this, because...
I don't... This seems... Oh my god, like...
Scott, we're good to go.
What is Nintendo's recent obsession?
It's like they're pooping out everything now. It's like, guys, stop. Okay, listen. You're doing good things, yes, but like now you're going like out of fucking control. Like you're spiraling. Stop. Calm down.
Yeah.
Like literally, I don't know what you're doing over it. Calm the fuck down.
Their obsession recently, like over the last 2 years, to sell us peripherals made out of fucking cardboard.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
I don't remember what the last one was, where you like constructed stuff and...
Oh, that's like, the Labo.
Labo, thank you. Like, that was all cardboard too.
This is what I'm pretty sure all this shit is based off of. And it's like... who's at Nintendo headquarters saying like, hey guys, I got another cardboard idea, and someone is saying, sure, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, that.
At that point, you say, listen, remember Labo? Yeah, that was my first project. Yeah, it was terrible. Stop. If you come back here again with any more cardboard, you're going to be living in that fucking cardboard. I'm sorry, it sounds harsh, but dude, like, come on, man, like.
I'm sorry, they're charging us $100 for something that's literally constructed out of cardboard.
And it's already fucking released. They're just throwing a fucking webcam at it, man.
Yeah, it's like it's like
literally a $5 toy with a webcam. So, well, fuck, Scott. I mean, unless that's like a nice, 1080 webcam or something.
Doubt it.
And really, you can watch yourself on your TV, and I'm just thinking like, cool.
So what the hell's the fucking point in having the track on the floor?
And then on top of that, I'm like, wait. So you're saying the big fun thing about this is driving it around at home? You mean like drones? Wait, you mean like those little radio-controlled helicopters that actually you can get with webcams on them? Or race cars and monster truck things that are also radio-controlled that have webcams on them as well. Like, there's all kinds of this shit. It's already fucking done.
Or, here's an idea. You can go out and spend like $40 on a remote control car, and then you can drive that bitch anywhere you freaking want. And make tracks out of whatever you want.
Yeah, but Scott, I won't have a little webcam on it, so I can watch myself back on my Switch. But only my Switch. I don't want to watch it on anything else.
Right. I forgot about that part.
It's super important.
Dumb fucking idiot. I forgot.
Like, again, see, like, it'd be different if there was like, oh, by the way, for like $30 you can get like 100 pieces of track and a background, like a couple of backgrounds, depending on which box you buy. Like, here's like, as an example, because I play a lot of the Super Nintendo one, here's Choco Island and Donut Plains box that come with backgrounds for Donut Plains and Choco Island. And here's 100 pieces, 50 of this one, 50 of that one. Deadly. I'm delighted. Great. At least you're giving me some options. But honestly, on top of it, like, all the other little things that you're trying to make this seem so great and fun. Speaking as someone who likes being a kid sometimes, no, I don't want to play it. What Scott said, I'll go buy an actual remote control car that has big tires and big wheels, or one of those ones that, like, when you flip it upside down, it's still right side up. Yeah, I'll take that wherever the fuck I want, and be like, well, this is great. I don't have to buy anything else. I just bought this for like $60 to $80, save myself money, and I don't have to buy more track. I don't have to I'll go borrow someone's GoPro and put it on the fucking thing and tape it on, and there we go. Like, again, I just don't see what your fucking appeal is in this, and like, it's floppy.
And instead of being limited to like 16 pieces of fucking cardboard, you can go out to the park and like, hey, here's the track. You have to go around that statue, then you go around the swing set over there, and then you have to go around that thing, and
hit the ramp, go over the bum, like.
Yep.
Just fun stuff, not...
You're not limited to tiny little pieces of fucking cardboard on your, who knows if this shit's even going to work on carpet.
Yeah, and then on top of it, Scott, are these all straight pieces of cardboard? Are there actually hills?
No clue.
If there are hills, can this car thing go up and over it? Also, what is that little dingleberry fucking adapter there behind it? Because that thing looks like it's short.
I'm assuming that that's probably just like a plug to like charge
the little car.
The thing.
So then on top of it, how long does a charge last?
That.
Because that's not a big car.
That's that big, it can't be long.
So, and then to get up a hill, guess what? No matter what you are, you need more power. So once we go up, if there are some hill cardboard pieces, are you saying that we're cutting down on our time playing as well? See, there's a lot of issues that we're just coming up with here, and just like general like valid questions as to whether or not this is worth getting. Like, I can honestly say right now, no.
And the thing about Mario Kart that's always been like the fun thing is that you're racing against like 8+ people. So, do you realize what you would have to fucking invest to have an 8-player fucking race on this thing? Good lord.
Wait, what?
Look how small that is.
Yeah, but look at this. They're like using this thing to go like... That's what the cardboard pieces are for? I'm still gonna say I'm still like stumped as to like... Yeah, that's the same picture, idiots. You literally just gave me the same picture like so many times. That was gross. Okay, so you can go around your room with a little remote control car. And now when we see the car there next to the people, it looks way bigger than the one I had in my hand. So good.
Right.
That's nice, because that thing looked like a dinky. But I don't know, dude. I still don't see this being something that kids want.
No.
Like I said, yes, they'll want it, but same as a lot of things. Like, yeah, I played with this for 2 hours. I'm done now. I've got real games I can play, or outside, or actual remote control car.
Or, here's a thought. One of the best-selling games of the year is Mario Kart 8. Just go frickin' get that.
Mm-hmm. I agree with Scott. God. Yeah, no, yeah.
And it has 4-player local co-op. So here's the thing. We're usually ones to be like, oh, local co-op, who plays any of this stuff? But this product by itself is a local co-op thing. It's not like something you can go play online anyway. So if you're going to go play a Mario Kart game with a whole bunch of your friends sitting around, just play Mario Kart fucking 8!
But Scott, on top of it, 4-player local means you still need to have 4 fucking Switches, dude. You still can't do it on one.
For Mario Kart 8, you absolutely can.
Oh, no, but for this... I thought you were talking about this.
Oh, for that, that's what... Whoop. Discord decided to do a thing. But,
yes, it is.
Yeah, no, it's like... You need 4 Switches. We gotta play this.
Okay.
That
was terrifying for a second, sir. I'm just gonna say.
Did a robot out?
Oh yeah, like you literally turn into
Discord's
oh god, you're Lizard Man Robo Man again. Okay, you're back. Okay.
Yeah, Discord's having issues because I'm literally doing nothing else, and Discord's like having like I'm at 20 ping right now, and then it'll jump up to like 600 ping. It's like, well, nobody else is doing anything at my house, so it's definitely Discord having problems. But anyway.
So yeah, if you guys are really interested in wasting your money, this comes out October 16th. If you do, if you tell me, anyone in my community, if you tell me that you have actually bought this and show me a picture of you with this, I'm probably going to make fun of you. Now, if you would buy it and leave it in the box and never open it, I'll have more respect then. But yeah, I like that. That's honestly the only reason why I would want to buy this right now is because I'm pretty sure it's going to flop,
Yeah.
And in like 20 years, it's going to be worth like $1,000 because no one's going to want to buy it.
Probably, yeah. It's a good idea. Best.
You really don't.
Throw it in a fucking...
That's what makes it popular. Everyone just thinks that they're going to flop and makes it popular. Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. So anyways, our next article here is 2021 Sonic Anniversary Collection. Consists of toys, apparel, and more. So here we are, everybody. I've already ruined you so far this year, so I'm going to ruin you already for next year. Let's see what kind of money we can spend for next year, alright?
Yep.
So it's come to this. The 30th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog. The little blue blur that could survive multiple console. That's a terrible... The little blue blur that survived... That survived multiple console generations, several ill-fated franchise spin-offs, and collapse of Sega's console empire. He can survive anything. That's why the Indomitable mascot is appearing in the 30th anniversary collection for Sonic the Hedgehog initiative, which is confusingly not strictly a collection game. Also, I love how you use the word Indomitable, but you left the word could in there. Moving on. This week, Sega revealed the campaign title, which will consist of toys, apparel, and more in 2021, with some products hitting stores in December. Funko figures are mentioned by name, as is the Encyclopedia book, a retrospective encyclopedia of this series from Dark Horse Comics, and jewelry from King Ice. If you recall, there are new Sonic games on the horizon for 2021 as well. It's a pretty good year for Sonic already, with a moderately successful film that has a greenlit sequel. That was terribly worded. I'm trying to look in the background now. I see some... Okay. See, I don't know if this is when they put up this picture or if that's when it's Sega had, because I'm like, well, what do you got in the background there? Okay, I had to see if Scott was blinking or not. I kind of wish that they had more to say about this, because they didn't really... I mean, we could have just read the title and be like, yep, that's coming.
Just so you know, Discord is having issues at the moment. There's like a whole bunch of outage issues, so...
Oh, okay.
That's what's going on. I just watched my ping go from like 21 to like 4,000.
Jesus.
So yeah, there's been problems, like a whole crapload recently. So that's what's going on, folks.
Everybody else is all like, oh, well, you know what I'd like to have? I'd like to have this game remake. Oh, I'd like to have that game remake. I'm gonna blow your fucking minds. You know what I'd like to see out of the 30th anniversary for Sonic the Hedgehog? A fucking remastered box collection. It would be expensive as balls, and I'd hate myself for being right about it, but yeah. I think if they'd done a remaster of like almost all the games, yeah, I'm pretty sure people would be delighted. Alright, Sonic Spinball, I'll play that again.
I was literally just going to say something along the lines of like Sonic Spinball 2.
Oh, or even a new Sonic Spinball, yeah, that'd be nice.
That's what I'm saying. Like a new Sonic Spinball, I think would we're on a date like the old Sonic Spinball wasn't terrible. It was actually really fun.
It is, but it's just that it was not like I don't remember ever seeing a commercial for it ever.
No.
It was just one day I went over to my friend's place like, oh yeah, we picked up Sonic Spinball. I'm like, what? And we started playing, and it was actually not that well. At first, we didn't know what the fuck we had to do because it was very confusing.
Right, yeah.
But then when you finally figured it out, it was like, damn, this is actually pretty good. Look at that chicken wing. He should be able to see his own ping. He'll know he's pinging. He's back. Scott's all like, I'm not allowed to fucking talk.
I know, right? But yeah, I mean, I think a new Sonic Spinball game, I would be totally down for that.
Yeah, I totally agree with that as well. That would be nice. But I think a box collection would be the pinnacle. Because anyone who is a Sonic or Sega fan will buy the shit out of that. And then Sega will like, deadly money. Remember what that's like?
Right.
I remember the 90s.
That'd be cool.
the 80s and early 90s, I should say.
Yeah, that.
Anyways, next, you're going to want to eat at Arby's just for these Cuphead toys. So I'm just going to skip because I know they're just going to have some horse shit here. And I don't have an Arby's anywhere near me. So if someone wants to go and get these and send them, that'd be cool. I'm cool with that.
I have an Arby's like 20 minutes from me, so.
Jeez, that's quite a drive for an Arby's. Wait, what?
Oh, no, wait. No, we have the Arby's down by Walmart. Yeah, I could definitely take a look and see what they got.
Okay, so there's a thing. Oh, cool. When you squeeze it, it shoots off. Oh, okay, and there's other dudes that you can shoot it at. Nice! But you gotta eat kids' meals? I mean, I like juice. That's like the worst fucking... I'm sorry. Applesauce is good for babies and pork chops. Like, I've never sat down and been like, yes... I'm so glad that dessert is applesauce. This is pass me a fucking spoon. I'm gonna eat the shit out of this applesauce. Like, can't remember last time it's ever happened.
I can't either. The only time like you ever have applesauce, again, it's like specific meals or like you're sick and you need to have like.
That would be appropriate as well. Yeah.
That's the only time I think applesauce. I'm fan of beans. What? It's non or West in the.
It's like as soon as you start moving, it's all like no. No. Wow, they're toasting the shit out of you right now, aren't they? Oh yeah, no, I know. We know that. Oh, she might not have been here. Okay, you're back again. Kinda.
Okay, yeah. I think I am anyway. Yeah, there's been report. Like I even went on to like, nope, I don't think I am.
Yeah, it was stuttering a little bit there, but yeah.
I'm stuck at like 1200 ping. Like it's definitely like Discord shitting the bed.
We still have you at least, so I'm gonna try and press on. Alright, so the last thing I have here from Destructoid, Terraria has got a Switch update for 2-player split-screen co-op, which I thought was interesting and weird at the same time. So, you love to see it. In our continuing Does It Have Split-Screen Co-op Adventures, here's an update on Terraria. The Nintendo Switch version, which is probably not ideal, but good enough for plenty of families, now has 2-player split-screen support. That said, the feature only works when your Switch is docked. Here's how to access it after downloading the patch. Player 1 first needs to start their game normally and enter the world. Player 2 can turn on their controller and sign into a free system-wide Switch account. Player 2 can then select their existing Terraria character and create a new one. That's it. Both players can zoom in and out by hitting pause and using ZL or ZR. 2-player co-op is better than no-player co-op, that's for sure. Today's update includes a solid handful of bug fixes, so solo adventures are also in luck. So here's a screenshot of split screen, which does not look terrible.
Alright.
Right.
I can dig it.
So at least it's a way for people to play together.
Right.
That way.
Not bad.
No. Alright, now I skipped the Twitter feed this week because we actually have some Kickstarters. So I'm excited for that. We're starting out with our first one here. Might as well hit refresh on all these because by the time they actually come up. But yeah, no, it seems, I'm not sure if, well, I know last week we didn't, but the last podcast before that, I'm not sure if we had Kickstarters then either, so.
Not in the last one, no.
No, but I mean the one before that. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
The first one we have here is called Girl Genius Adventures in Castle Heterodyne. That's a little weirdly named. Fabulous action-adventure game based on the award-winning graphic novel series Girl Genius by Phil and Kaya Foglio. What does that name sound very familiar? Strange. They're looking for $264,640. Damn. And they are currently at $134,591 with almost 2,000 backers and 15 days to go. Let's watch the trailer. Ooh, it looks like a Dragon Quest kind of styled art so far. And yes, this is from the creators of Teslagrad, for anyone who might have played Teslagrad before.
That's where I know them from.
Oh, from Teslagrad?
No, they're artists from Magic the Gathering.
Huh. Maybe that's how I know that name, because I used to look at the cards all the time. Oh yeah, this is like Dragon Warrior. The other game. How's it going, GMP? I should probably turn that into sound too.
Probably.
An SDK.
Yo, DMP.
Prepare the legendary castle. Try not to die. Huh. Clap, clap, clap. Okay, we're done right now. Alright, so looks really nice. And like I said, very much like the Dragon Quest series. I keep going to say Dragon Warrior. But yeah, no, it looked pretty nice. Just I wish we'd seen some more gameplay.
Right?
Tesla launch trailer. World to the west for PC. Oh, that's Tesla. No, I don't care about that shit. I want to see the game. So, Agatha Heterodyne.
Doesn't look
okay.
like they have any other.
Explore mysterious castle Heterodyne, Metroidvania style, and reclaim Agatha's ancient birthright as a true Heterodyne. Okay. So as Agatha discovered that her true family is not the Clay family, but the Heterodyne family, her life turned into a completely different direction. The last Heterodyne heir was thought lost 20 years ago, sending Europa into chaos. The powerful families of Europa clashed in a power struggle for control of the Heterodyne lands and properties, and at the center of the stage is Castle Heterodyne. Now used as a prison by the Wolfenbachs, the castle is in disrepair. Agatha must repair and gain control of the ancient castle in order to proclaim herself a true Heterodyne and heir to the throne. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot more art and comics and stuff. But yeah, we have one screenshot right here, which almost makes me think it's one of those collectible puzzle platformers.
Yeah.
Heterodyne's supposed to be her last name. I don't know if that's... unless you're trying to make a joke, which I'm sorry. Let her tears fall down like rain. Wait, you can't name all the creatures rain, dude. Come on. I'm just kidding. Rain games, LOL. A digital copy of the game for PC or Mac, $15 US, 20 Canadian. That is not bad.
Oh my god, Stefan.
What?
They only have 7 tiers for donations.
Nice. All right, so let's go back and look at that.
Goddamn time.
So
somebody get it right.
Discord community hub access, documentary footage during game development, high resolution digital wallpaper poster. Okay, for $30, you get the same thing, except you get the Rain Game Steampunk bundle, which includes Teslagrad and World to the West. A digital soundtrack as well, which is quite nice. So basically, you're getting 2 games and a soundtrack for an extra $15. That's not bad.
It's pretty good.
Add another 30 onto that 30, and you can get a physical collector's edition copy of the game and a digital copy of the game.
That's not terrible, man.
No, not at all. For 2 copies? Well, take out the $15 for the original copy. You're going to have $45 for a physical collector's edition. Alright. Twist my arm, why don't you? And pledge $100 or more, and you can get the Devil Dog tier, which includes art and development documentary book, as well as the physical and digital copies. For $240, your name on the Thousand Faces statue in game, your name in the credits, beta testing access. Let's see, making sure we don't miss anything there, and yeah, that's still pretty good. For $500, physical diploma with personalized message from the team, alpha testing access, beta testing access, name on the door, as well as everything else from the previous reward tiers. Alright, and there's 2 of 20 left of the last and $1,000 tier, which is
that's
your own caricatured painting in game, your own personalized message on your portrait in game, as well as everything else. There, let me just double check. Yeah, including everything else from every other single tier, reward tier previous to that. So, and see, sometimes artists don't have much more than that to give, like the in-game stuff. Like, some people would say, well, Jesus, that doesn't really warrant my $260. But here's the thing. Sometimes you're not worrying about, for an extra $500 from that one. But here's the thing. That extra $500 isn't just to get you things. It's to show your support.
Yep.
So that's the whole point of some of those tiers sometimes, is that they don't know what else they can give you. They try to still give you something else, but still give you a way to be able to show how much you want to support them. So sometimes it can be about how much you as a consumer want to give back, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we're going to go to our next Kickstarter for now. This one was, other than I'd like to see a little bit more gameplay. Like what is this? Oh, this is just the art and stuff of her. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm pretty sure Scott went down through everything by the looks of it, or sounds of it. But if we hear any gameplay trailers or something for this, we'll definitely let you know.
Yep.
Our next game is There Is No Light, an action RPG in a grim underground world. They're looking for $39,696. It's backed with $58,723. They have over 1,200 backers, 18 days to go. The art on the title card looks really good and has me excited. Mm-hmm. It has me thinking a cross between Castlevania and Dark Souls, which sounds good.
Just wait there, Stefan. Oh, just wait.
There's no wait. Wait. We've already seen this.
Mm-mm.
Also gotta turn this down. Yeah, I've seen this before. We've definitely had this on the podcast before.
You have?
Yeah, but not like not this trailer specifically.
And we're left in this cold
I might have looked at it on the Twitter feed, one or the other.
This the life you choose?
That might be it.
Oh no, I've definitely seen gameplay. Although again, yeah, I could have seen it on Twitter. But yeah, no, this looks good so far.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Believe in salvation.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't that far off, actually. What is it? Those Game Boy Advance Castlevania games?
Yeah.
That's what it kind of reminded me of, the graphic style, but Dark Souls-ish.
That looks really good.
This road. There is no light.
Really good.
Oh!
Wow, and they actually have a 1.5 to 2 hour demo on Steam.
Jesus. Yeah, no, I'm definitely after covering this at some point on a previous podcast, 100%. But I remember seeing, I think, a different gameplay trailer, because some of that looked new to me. Well, actually, a lot of it looked new to me. The art for this, by the way, I'm sure anyone out there who is an artist can agree. Oh,
Fucking nice.
Game devs love players like this. Game gets made additional side quests, bestiary, upgraded visual effects. Oh, I was gonna say. For a second, I thought I actually seen that say fishing, and I was about to shit myself. I was like, seriously, you're gonna add fishing in this game now too? More to be revealed. Jesus. Oh yeah, this looks good. Visit human settlements and unearthly ruins to uncover the secrets of the past, fight to survive, filled with... Okay, it's just all about the game.
So good.
Let me just go to Twitter real quick. Yeah, I'm following them, see? I told you. I've definitely seen these guys, I think, on Twitter. I must have found them through Twitter before. But I knew that I'd seen this game somewhere at some point. Awesome. I'm glad they finally got it up, because it looks really good. I like the very fine detail, and then like the hard, like, comic kind of look to it on just like the very exterior of stuff. Instead of like every single black line being like heavy. It's really nice. The gameplay looked good. The art outside of the game looks fucking amazing. So let's look at some tiers. At $25 or more, back roll on Discord, receive updates, digital copy of the game, name and credits, HD wallpapers. That's actually not too bad. $25 US, $34 Canadian. For $35, your name gets into credits. For $45, you get the digital OST, digital art book, digital map, alpha and beta access. Wow, that's a lot for $45. And it looks like there's a lot of tiers. That's the only thing I'm more concerned about.
I think there's like 12.
Your name in Hall of
like,
Fame, DLC
it's not like
skin.
super overwhelming.
Okay. Maybe they just get longer because of what stuff they have included there.
Yeah, that.
Extra game key, your name and special credits as a super backer. 10 left of 100. What? Hall of Fame. Oh, that must be backer relief plus. So it's like the early bird that they do. Okay, and the $90 one is the same thing. It's just not as cheap. At $200, let's see, you get to chat with the game devs and your pixel art portrait. Ooh. For $300, Your portrait in-game at Central Station is added. Design an NPC with dialogue. Jesus. 3 of 5 left of those. Have $500. Design an interactive pet for your NPC. So that's people who want to immerse themselves into the game, which is cool too.
Right.
Design a house for your NPC at Central Station. Jesus. That's actually kind of cool. If they'd done that in a Final Fantasy game, you know people would be like hand over fist for that kind of shit. Design a quest including mini location and a boss. Oh, $17 to early bird. Wow, what? Okay. $7 off. Still, that's... I thought it was like half price for something. I was like, what? I was thinking about the Canadian price. LOL. And then back relief, $19. Yeah, so 600 people backed them for the early bird alone.
Yeah.
So that's half their support right there. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we have any problems about seeing more of this game in the near future, by the sounds of it. So.
Nope.
Next up, we have a game called Lonesome Village. It's a cute, puzzle-filled life simulator. And I was more interested in taking a look at it because it seemed interesting. Oh, it's got them. They're looking for 26,332. They're currently at 16,136. They already have 474 backers with still 29 days to go. Oh, damn, this is new. This is quite new. Oh, and it just went up again. Stop. Well, actually, I shouldn't say stop. No, keep going! Oh. Kind of makes me feel like Zelda there for a second with the Kirkler village. And that made me feel like start. You add the ad fishing, you son of a bitch. Oh, yeah. Okay, I like this. Jesus. You're not wrong. Alright. Doesn't look like there's so much enemies to worry about as there is just puzzles, so.
Right.
It seemed interesting. I liked it. Definitely a general audiences type of game. Take the role of Wes the Coyote and help bring this village back from the brink of destruction in a puzzle-filled life sim. Well, see, now that's also different too, compared to like, instead of going all out Stardew and be like, alright, got planting crops and everything, it's all like, no, let's focus on puzzles in a dungeon. Which is kind of nice. You want to read it. Oh, those puns, Game Hunter. We're buddies. That's why. I do enjoy the art style. It's very storybook kind of feel to it. Oh, excuse me.
That's pretty neat.
For $7 Canadian, your name and the credits, the scored rank, and wallpapers for Kickstarter exclusive wallpapers. Sorry. For $18 Canadian, you can get yourself a digital copy of the game.
Not terrible.
No, it's not
14,
too bad.
$14 is pretty decent.
And that's the early bird. For the actual game itself, is $21 Canadian. A copy of the game on Switch for $24. Digital copy of the official Lonesome Village art book And everything included in either one of the full game versions. For $44, you can get the OST. Let's see. Early access to the game for Steam. Game map is a special in-game item. Oh, digital map, digital comics, alright. 3 Lonesome Village special Gisle prints, or probably glossy prints. Risograph printed comic. Wow, that's actually nice. Stickers pack and everything in the full digital tier. Oh god. Bad. Physical version for $107. You get the physical OST, physical mini art book, stickers pack, and everything in the full digital tier. God damn it! I keep scrolling over there. For $107, you can also donate at this tier to bring a special Axolotl NPC to life. Oh, and you also get a Kickstarter exclusive 3.5-inch resin cast figurine. And everything included in the Get Physical tier. Really? Wait, what? Because the Get Physical tier is $107, so you're telling me if I buy this $107 tier, that I'll get everything plus the figurine? Well, there is 92 left of 100, so maybe that is the case. Platypus NPC, bring a special Platypus NPC to life, figurine, everything that gets physical to. That is strange. All the same price. Unicorn NPC, fun pack, cardboard puzzle, a mini playing card set, and everything to get physical tier. Yeah, they have a lot of different tiers here, but they have a lot of different stuff here too, like limited edition West plushie. Metallic pin, cast figurine. The collector's edition comes with a limited edition Lonesome Village diorama. That's interesting and different. Everything included in the print art lover tier, and the fun pack tier, and the West pack tier. Let's see, everything including the collector's edition tier. Design an NPC for Lonesome Village. Design a puzzle. Your Name Lonesome Village intro. The early bird switch was the only reward that has been completely snagged up, which is 150 people backing it. Alright, and that seems to be it for that one. Scott?
Alrighty. Looks pretty neat. I like it.
And I think we only have the one last game left. It is called Haiku the Robot, a cute robot Metroidvania, inspired by classics such as Super Metroid and Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and modern masterpieces like Hollow Knight. They are looking for $37,591. They're currently at $24,740. And they have 530 backers with 21 days to go, so they actually have lots of time. And there is a free demo. Okay, I like it. Just the pixel graphics of that opening scene was that rain slash. Oh. It's like a meteor has fallen to Earth. Okay, and made stuff come to life. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
Oh, well, thanks, Jordan, buddy. Game looks really good.
Yeah.
Love the way it looks. The gameplay itself, like the action and like, it looked like it was very flowing and like it looked like it'd be good to like the feel of of play would be really nice.
Right?
Alright, they're looking at $21 for the game. It's a digital copy and exclusive backer updates and videos. $30 you get a backer desktop wallpaper digital world map with every in-game secret and Easter egg. Oh damn. Your name in the game's credits under supporters, special backer only Discord role. Well, it's digital copy of Haiku and the updates. Beta tester and early bird for $38 Canadian. You get unlocking a limited edition Kickstarter Haiku skin. Exclusive beta testing added to the dedicated in-game backer area, the Catacombs. Name added to the computer file in the Catacombs. Let's see. And everything from the other ones, it looks like. Beta testing, the name added to computer file in the Catacombs. Your name in the game's credits under beta testers. Superfan gets a t-shirt, an art book with lore and hidden mechanics. Digital original soundtrack with exclusive Kickstarter tracks. Plus all that other extra stuff, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's also extra stuff.
Right.
Oh, Superfan for with a mug. Socks. One-on-one session, personal session for 30 minutes. Get added to the dedicated in-game backer area, the Catacombs. Name and message added as a skull statue in the Catacombs.
Interesting.
The collector tier gets you the t-shirt, socks, and mug, plus copy of the game, backer updates, wallpaper, basically everything else.
I don't think I've ever seen them giving away socks before. That's different.
Yeah, really though.
It's definitely unique.
Design an enemy. Name and message added as a builder statue in the Catacombs. Design a character. Name added as a builder statue in the Catacombs. Jesus. Early bird is already all gone. Builder boss. Design a boss. There must be a limit on that. 3. Yeah, and people jump at those immediately.
Yeah, right.
800 a piece. Jesus. Yeah, no, it looks really good.
Yes, it does.
There were some blatant Super Metroid things. They're like the charging station was a little almost the exact same thing. But I mean, sometimes I'm sure a lot of that stuff is going to feel the same just because we're used to seeing it from one particular game in particular. So
yeah,
a little bit of redundant or Department of Redundancy department. So there we go, Scott. That's it, sir. We are all finished for tonight. That was a longer podcast. We actually went over 3 hours for the first time in like
forever.
A long friggin' time, dude.
It's been a while, yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, we had some really cool stuff today and lots of discussion. I think that was like, we had a lot to talk about, you know. There were some definite things that like needed to be discussed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean.
But as always, like to thank my news outlets, and they are always VG247 and Destructoid.com.
And I will also be thanking Destructoid.com, as well as Kickstarter, Steam, Indie Retro News, Jones's Soda. Look, Mom, I drank 2 of mine already. I drank them so fast.
We just want you to love us, Joneses.
We do.
So we want, man. We just.
And you know what? I'm going to ask everybody at the podcast next week when we have the podcast, if you want to join us, get yourself a Jones Soda, take a picture of yourself with it, send it over to Discord. I'm going to start like hounding Jones's Soda like over and over on Instagram until they're like, okay, we know, we understand you have a podcast. Well, here's a free Jones of soda each week. And I'll be like, that's all I ever wanted.
That's all we're looking for.
Now we're going to add some Jones of soda stuff. Like I was saying to Scott earlier, we'll put a Jones of soda, logo right above my head.
Yeah,
we'll put
absolutely.
some like colorful Jones of soda bottles right above Scott's head.
Yeah.
We're more than happy to help. That goes for any of you companies out there. Pizza Hut, except we don't have one near us, and move on. Domino's or Little Kazars. Wait, that's not right. I'm just fucking with everyone. Alright, let's see who we have on tonight. Jesus, RF is playing Madden 21. What a poop stick. Actually, there's someone I don't think I've been able to host yet, so I'm going to rate him up immediately. That is Mr. StarmanHero. Mr. Mitch.
Hey.
He is playing some Mobile Suit Gundam. Oh,
Ooh,
I was a big fan of that. I have no idea, to be honest with you.
We'll have to see.
Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2. So.
Oh, probably not then.
Anyways, we're going to hit up that raid right now. Thank you all for joining us this week. We have been consistently having everyone here. I'm hoping that I can get back into streaming more and more. Just more and more stuff keeps coming back. I have work to do now. I'm going back to work. Some life things that are happening, but I'm hoping to get back streaming soon. And we're hoping to see more Scott streaming soon too, because he was doing good. He was being a streamy Scott for a while.
I was on for a while. Then I had those computer problems, and now I have to completely reset up OBS. I have to completely reset up all my stuff.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I understand.
So all of my assets for OBS are gone. All of my stuff is gone. So I have to completely redo all of that stuff. So every time I think about it, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I really don't want to do it.
I don't blame you, honestly. I know it's a pain in the ass. When I switched from XSplit to OBS, it was a pain in the ass. It still is.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, have yourselves a good evening. Have yourselves a good week. We will see you next week for another episode. As long as the news keeps coming in, we're going to be here. So, have a good night. Bye-bye. Switch over already.